Presentation of B92.7 FM Sports.
Breckenridge basketball is on the air. Tonight's I3G Sports Network broadcast is brought to you by Breckenridge Public Schools, Carlson Family Insurance, CHI St. Francis, Essentia Health, Farmers Union Oil of Southern Valley, Hike Camp Construction, Miller Realty, Minn Kota Ag Products, North Dakota State College of Science, Optimum Rehab, Otter Tail Power Company, Quality Toyota, Red River Agency, Red River Grain, Smith Motors, State Farm agents Matt and Amanda Frederick, and Twin Town Villa. Now, here's KBMW's Turner Blofis.
And welcome to the Red River Grain pregame show, serving the local farmers since 1986. Turner Blofis getting ready for a Breckenridge basketball doubleheader, and I'm going to preface this by saying we were off to a very late start for a variety of reasons. And, I'm going to be completely transparent. One of them is the internet is awful here. My apologies, folks. We're not getting a good signal here, whether it's my equipment or hooking up to the school Wi-Fi. Either way, we are not able to really get a good signal here, so my apologies for the video stream being not up to our usual standards. My apologies once again, but the nice thing is if the video stream's driving you crazy, you can always flip over to B92.7 and just listen to the game. So my apologies once again, but we'll do a very abbreviated pregame show here. Do the Power Poll ranking brought to you by Otter Tail Power Company. For the girls game, we got Hillcrest Lutheran Academy at the top of the Power Poll with the Section 6A North standings. They're 20-3 on the year, 18-1 in Section 6A. Underwood's 19-2 in 6A play, 20-3 on the year, 17-5. New York Mills up next, 5-1 in Section 6A. Park Christian is 14-7 on the year, 7-4 in Section 6A play. Then Ada Borup West is 13-7 on the year, 4-3 in Section 6A play. And then the Breckenridge Cowgirls stand atop Section 6A South with a 17-5 mark, 7-0 in the section. Number 4 by QRF, evidently in the state, 5 straight wins, and they are number 5 in the Minnesota Basketball News Poll as well. West Central area is 18-8 on the year, 5 straight wins for them, 55-46 loss to Breck being one of them. And my apologies, that coming beforehand. They're number 10 in the Minnesota Basketball News Poll. Hancock Owls are 19-4 on the year, 14-3 in conference, with Wheaton Herman Norcross at 15-8. And Parker's Prairie, 12-10 on the year, 10-9 in Section 6A play. And then that is a look at your Power Poll ranking, once again brought to you by Otter Tail Power Company, on for conservation. And now it's time for your stat report, brought to you by the local State Farm agents Matt and Amanda Frederick. And a little quick stat tidbit for you. Parker Yagi in her last game had 14 points, 8 rebounds, 4 assists, and 4 steals in a big win over Breckenridge. 74-70 was the final on that. And almost as importantly, obviously she's going to tell you first that the team win comes first, but Parker Yagi, all-time leading rebounder now after that game. She became the all-time leading scorer the game before that, and now the all-time leading rebounder as well. So a heck of a career for her, and she's only a junior. Fantastic. Jonica Bernardes was the leading scorer in the ball game, though, 18 points, 6 of 13 from the field, 2 of 6 on threes, 5 boards, 3 assists. Ava Janning had 14 points, shot 2 of 5 on threes, and 2 of 5 on twos as well, 2 assists and a steal. 10 points for Sydney Roberts, and she had 4 rebounds and a pair of steals as well, while Piper Janning finished with 9 points, 5 rebounds, and 2 assists. The Cowgirls as a team shot 42% from the field, 35 from 3, and then 73% from the stripes. So would love to see that field goal percentage maybe come up a little bit, but I wouldn't be complaining too much about the other 2 percentages there. We'll run through the starting lineups really quick for you, if possible. We might end up getting cut off in the national anthem here, but we'll at least be able to get through one teams. We'll start off with the Park Rapids Panthers, the home team. They go like this. Allie Rowland, number 2, will be starting as a senior for the squad. Nora Cedarstrom, another senior. And then we got Anna, my apologies, got to get this name down, Yelanimi. She is wearing number 21, another senior. And then we got Vivian Shapersky, and she's a junior on the squad. And Hallie Eichens, another senior starter for them, wearing the Jordan number 23. And the Breckenridge Cowgirls going with their usual 5 starters. You guys know the drill by now. Sydney Roberts, along with Parker Yagi, Jonica Bernardes, Piper Janning, and Aaron Blofis. Let's look at your starting lineups once again, brought to you by Farmers Union Oil of Southern Valley, providing superior quality products and services while generating a positive return for their patrons. Take a quick break on your Red River Grain pregame show. We'll come back with your opening tip, brought to you by North Dakota State College of Science. You're listening to Cowgirl and Cowboy basketball on B92.7 FM and watching on YouTube at KBMW News Live, part of the I3G Sports Network.
Protect your equipment and get rewarded by purchasing premium Cenex lubricants with Cenex gift cards for gallons. You can earn a $50 Visa gift card for every 100 gallons of Cenex diesel engine oils, tractor hydraulic fluids, gear lubes, and greases purchased between now and through February 29th of 2024. Contact Farmers Union Oil of Southern Valley for qualifying Cenex products and promotion details. Some exclusions apply. Don't forget to ask about the best warranty in the industry, the Cenex Total Protection Plan. Proven durability, powered locally.
Big jobs, small jobs, and everything in between. Heitkamp Construction has served commercial and industrial clients in the Southern Valley and beyond since 1982. They are your fully licensed construction company, providing earthwork, paving, structural steel, and more. Need a new concrete parking lot or roofing? How about a new metal building for your farm or business? Call Heitkamp Construction in Wapton today at 642-5948 for superior construction service you can trust. Call 642-5948. Buying a new home is an exciting experience, but it can be a stressful one too. Miller Realty can help relieve some of that stress with a simple formula of integrity, trust, and most importantly, experience. Their talented team is made up of Guy, Shelly, Jared, Lisa, Melissa, and Stephanie. They've put in the years helping people buy and sell their homes, and they understand this market. Miller Realty is a trusted legacy business in the Twin Towns. Put their knowledge and experience to work for you. Miller Realty in Breckenridge, a lasting tradition of experience, knowledge, integrity, and trust. Find them online at GuyMillerRealty.com.
Minn Kota Egg Products proudly supports the communities we serve by sponsoring the broadcast of this high school sporting event. When a team takes the field, there is nothing like experience you can count on to produce a winning season. Minn Kota has that experienced team, supported by the latest technology, products, equipment, and information to deliver a winning game plan for your farm. Contact our locations in Breckenridge, Barney, Kent, Wyndmere, Wapton, and Colfax. Let our team lead you to a successful farming season.
And welcome back as we get ready to wrap up the Red River Grain pregame show, serving the local farmers since 1986. And fingers crossed, Robert Wanek might have just saved the broadcast. He told me to switch something up on the settings, and fingers crossed that's going to do the trick. We shall see, but I'd really love it. It looks like we're getting a good signal, so hopefully you guys are getting an okay picture at home. And Roberto himself said it's working. Oh boy. We make a good team sometimes, Roberto. And time for your starting lineups once again, brought to you by Farmers Union Oil of Southern Valley. We'll loop back to them because we kind of ran through them pretty quick before I got cut off by the national anthem. We got Parker Hunter, or my apologies, that's on the boys' side. For Park Rapids, we got Allie Rowland wearing number 2. She's a senior. Nora Cedarstrom, another senior, wearing number 11. Anna Yelimini is wearing number 21, 22. Vivian Shapersky, and then Haley Eishens, number 23. By the way, this opening tip brought to you by North Dakota State College of Science. The science of learning by doing. North Dakota State College of Science. And for the Breckenridge Cowgirls, once again, you guys know them by now. Sydney Roberts, Parker Yagi, Jonica Bernadez, Aaron Blofis, and Piper Janing. Opening tip getting ready will be Blofis hopping up with Anna Yelimini. I got told that one gets butchered a lot, so I shouldn't feel too bad. And we got, looks like someone touched it before we could really get underway, so after the violation, we'll get back to it. Blofis jumping in once again, tips it to Sydney Roberts. Roberts, take it over to the left side. Swinging out to Piper Janing. Over to Parker Yagi. Yagi to Piper Janing. Janing drops it into Yagi. Yagi kicks it out to Piper Janing. She's going to line up a triple from the right side, off the mark. Sydney Roberts tries to get the rebound, but Park Rapids is able to corral it. We're off and running. Panthers swing it over to the left wing. 3 is up, and nothing but net. Shapersky getting into the scoring column to get this party started. Jonica Bernadez throws it to Sydney Roberts at the half-court circle to break the press. Roberts over to Jonica Bernadez. Bernadez looking for an open teammate between half-court and the three-point line. Sydney Roberts now has it. Roberts looking to drive on her defender. Picks up her dribble at the elbow area. Kicks it out to Piper Janing. Janing gets a ball screen and has it stripped loose. Park Rapids out and running. Rocking the black jerseys with the orange trim. And out of bounds. Turnover Park Rapids. Once again, rolled out the starting five of Allie Rowland, Nora Cedarstrom, Allie Ulimany, Vivian Shapersky, and Hallie Eichens. Shapersky, the first 2 points of the ball game, or first 3 points of the ball game. Erin Blofis kicks it out to Sydney Roberts. Piper Janing tries to use a ball screen on the right wing, and a beautiful drop off to Parker Yagi for 2. Parker Yagi gets the first points of the night for the Cowgirls. Off the assist from Piper Janing. And now laid in for 2 more for Park Rapids is Ulimany. Bernadez over to Sydney Roberts. Roberts advances it up to Parker Yagi. Piper Janing will lay up with the left hand. Piper Janing into the scoring column. 5-4 score on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Park Rapids in the lead as the teams have traded buckets. Ulimany swings it over. Now they're looking for a post up down low, trying to use that size advantage, and they're going to say Erin Blofis was trying to be straight up on that one, but they're saying she evidently arched them down a little bit. I usually use the line. They got a better view than I do, but they got me courtside tonight, so I don't know if I can use that line tonight as the free throw is off the mark. First trip to the line for either team, and it's Hallie Eichens. And free throw is off the mark, but they get the offensive rebound. So over to Tripp. And shot is off the mark, rebounded by Jonica Bernadez. And now Parker Yagi is fouled. Away from the action. Under the other basket entirely. And head coach Crystal Murphy disputing it with the official. Official said, I got a pretty good view of it. And we got a lot of, this might be a fun night to to hear everything in the quiet gym. Piper Janing has it on the left wing. By the way, this is the first game of 2. Got a doubleheader with the Cowboys coming up next, and Jonica Bernadez drills a triple. 7-5, Cowgirls take their first lead of the ball game, and then almost force a turnover with their trap at half court. Park Rapids is able to get by it, kick it out to the left corner for a triple, and it's rattled in. Ulimany makes it an 8-7 Park Rapids lead. And it's stripped away. They're off and running. Drop-off pass, and 1! Back-to-back buckets for Park Rapids. Cowgirls sending in a couple early subs. Ava Janing and Mariah Coltis into the ballgame. 3 minutes in, Piper Janing and Erin Blofis will get a breather. At the stripe is Nora Cedarstrom. Free throws up and rattles out. Rebounded by Parker Yagi. 10-7 score on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Park Rapids has started 0 for 3 from the stripe, and Jonica Bernadez comes up and drills a triple, her second of the game already. 10-10 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Park Rapids breaks the press and goes inside. Layup is off the mark. Rebounds tracked down by Ava Janing. Jonica Bernadez pushing the tempo, drops it out to Parker Yagi. What a find! 10-12, or 12-10 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. And a deep 2 is up and rattled in for 2. Ulimany again. Ulimany. There we go. Mariah Coltis thought about her first shot attempt of the game, but instead she'll end up throwing it away. Breckenridge tied up at 12 against Park Rapids, and Ulimany is up to 9 points already. Jonica Bernadez, she's got 6 of her own. Her squad's down 14-12 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Trading buckets in a high-scoring start and stolen away. And off and running, and they're going to call a travel on that one. Tried to do the little hesitation to get Sydney Roberts to go by, but Allie Eichens ends up walking instead. Park Rapids up 14-12 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Piper Janing back in the ballgame. And right away she goes to work with a left-handed layup and lays it in. Tied up at 14 once again on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Left-handed layup is off the mark. Mariah Coltis with the board. It's fed up to Piper Janing. Piper Janing almost has it stolen away, but they're going to call a foul instead on Yelamini. My apologies. It's actually Allie Rowland. Kind of can catch my breath here as we're about 5 minutes into the game. A lot of scoring here already. Parker Yagi was trying to get the ball off the inbound, but stolen away. Park Rapids doing a nice job forcing some turnovers here. I got the Cowgirls for at least 3 so far. Yelamini can't leave her open. On her way to a career night potentially. She's got 11 already. Just over 5 minutes into this ball game. 16-14 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Swung over to Ava Janing on the right wing. Park Rapids in a 2-3 zone. Piper Janing feeds it to Parker Yagi in the elbow area, and right away she gets whacked on the wrist. And big fan of how they have it set up here at Park Rapids Area School, as they got all the fans on one side in the bleachers, and save this side for kind of everybody else. There's a big, nice open area here. Right behind me at the scorer's table. Yes, they got me at the scorer's table. I didn't scare them away when I walked in with about 5 bags of equipment. Swung over to the right wing. Ava Janing puts up a 3 off the back iron. Rebounded by Park Rapids. Right away, they're off and running, even though they don't have the numbers, but someone's going to be trailing and looking for an opportunity. Swung over to the left wing. That 3 is off the mark. Coltis was trying to track down the rebound, and looks like a Park Rapids player got a hand on it, and actually out of bounds off of the Cowgirls. So, all right, Coltis must have been standing out of bounds or knocked it out of bounds. Breckenridge trailing 16-14 against the Panthers on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Shot is off the mark. Offensive rebound for the Panthers, and now Parker Yagi rebounds the block shot. Yagi crosses up a defender real quick, steps into a triple, and knocks it down. Parker Yagi. Sometimes she just makes it look too easy. 7 points for her. 17-16 Cowgirl lead on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Swung over to the right wing, or left wing, and Ava Janing swipes out of nowhere for it and gets the layup in transition for her trouble. And like I said, we got a high-scoring start to this doubleheader. 19-16 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Breckenridge takes the lead into our first high camp construction timeout. You are listening to Cowgirl Basketball on B92.7 FM and watching on YouTube at KBMW News Live, part of the I3G Sports Network.
North Dakota State College of Science is powered by the strong local connections we have with employers, business partners, program advisors, and local business leaders. We're proud to call Wahpeton home. Find out more about how you or your business can support NDSCS by visiting ndscs.edu. That's ndscs.edu.
B92.7 is KBMW Breckenridge Wahpeton. All the hits from 2KM today.
And welcome back. After that high camp construction timeout, Breckenridge Cowgirls up 19-16 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Park Rapids called the first time out of this ball game, and we got a travel. One of their players who had just come in the game off the bench, that is Thomas Hartung. Ava Janing swings it over to the left wing to Sydney Roberts. Roberts drops it into Piper Janing. Janing back out to Roberts. Roberts tried the skip pass but turned over. Yelamini, the recipient of this one, as the Panthers playing some feisty defense to start off this game, even though the Cowgirls are still putting up the points. And Yelamini, speaking of putting up points, she's up to a baker's dozen. 13 early points. She's got 13 in her squad's 18, I should say. Ava Janing over to Sydney Roberts on the left wing. Roberts zips it right into Piper Janing. She attacks the defense, kicks it out to Parker Yagi, makes the extra pass to Ava Janing. Passing up a good shot for a great shot. Rims out. Parker Yagi gets the rebound and then Euros past the defender and draws the foul. It's a nice little step through. Would have loved to should have been able to get the N1 on that one, but I'll take what they can get. Once again, a High-scoring affair to start off this ball game. Both teams just trading buckets back and forth as Parker Yagi misses the first Cowgirl free throw attempt of the game. 10:54 left to go on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard in this opening half. Parker Yagi 1 for 2 trip. She's up to 8 points to lead her squad. Jonica Bernardes right behind her with 6. 20-18 Cowgirl lead on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Ava Janing, the lone presser this time around. And Janing trying to cause some trouble. Gets up to the to the top of the key. Now kicked out to the left wing to Hartung. And a nice little drop-off swing around to an open shooter on the left wing and off the mark. Jonica Bernardes trying to fight for the board. Out of bounds off the Cowgirls. Hartung will be inbounding under the basket. Her squad down by 2. 10.5 minutes left to play in this opening half. Cowgirls in a 2-3 zone of their own. Yellamini, once again with 13 points to start off this ball game for the Panthers. And now they're trying to get it to her on a back cut, but they end up going to a different player instead. And now a dribble drop off. Shot is up and rattled out. Erin Blofes is going to get called for the foul there once again. And kind of the same situation as the last time around. You can tell she's frustrated. Mariah Coltis will spell her after the 3rd foul on Blofes already. Free throw is good for Vivian Shapersky. Next free throw is up and rattles out. And Cowgirls not able to track down the board. So it stays with Park Rapids, who trailed by 1, 20-19 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Hartung gets it in. And a little off the little floater that was a little off balance, but dropped in by Nora Cedarstrom. Ava Janing crosses the timeline. Over to Sydney Roberts. Drops it over to Anna Spear, who just checked in for her first action. Jonica Bernardes kicks it out to Sydney Roberts. Roberts dribbles to the right elbow and then right away has it slapped out of her hands and is able to put the perfect touch on the glass for 2 more. Sydney Roberts knocks it down. Her first points of the ball game. 22-21 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard in a back and forth first half. This team's trading buckets nonstop. Nobody really going on a run yet, and we got to travel. By Vivian Shapersky. So about halfway through this first half. Cowgirls up 22-21. It's on pace for a high-scoring night. Teams slow down a little bit after the timeout. Parker Yagi over the right wing to Anna Spear. Jonica Bernardes now has it. Dribbles over to the right side of the floor near the half-court line. Over to Sydney Roberts on the left side of the floor. Zips it right back to Jonica Bernardes. They'd love to get her firing for another one, but instead she goes up for a floater. Cowgirls looking for a foul, but instead Mariah Coltis is going to haul in the rebound and lay it in for her first 2 points. 24-21 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Sydney Roberts hunkering down, and she'll take an illegal screen in the leg. She said, I'm not moving, but you know, one of those things where you kind of got hooked a little bit. Stick the knee out, even if you don't take a step, really. You're usually going to call that one. I'd be the worst ref ever because I'd be like, well, it looked like a foul, so I'm going with it. 24-21 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. I would be easily deceived. Bernardes over to Sydney Roberts near the left sideline. Gets the ball screen. Kicks it over to Jonica Bernardes on the right wing. She's already hit from deep twice. Panthers are aware of that. Dribbles it back out to the perimeter. Kick out to Anna Spear, who's ready to let it rip from the left side, and she knocks it down. Anna Spear increases the Cowgirl lead to 6. 27-21 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Cowgirls, I believe, on a 6-0 run. And now they pick up the foul. fouls on Mariah Coltis. Just her first, though. Yelamini looking to add to her 13 points. Knocks down the first. Definitely a threat from anywhere on the floor. Yelamini has this one go off the back iron. And rebounded by Parker Yagi. They tried throwing it down the court, but turned over. Breckenridge just trying to stay out of foul trouble up the court. You guys are probably going to pick up a lot of stuff the coaches are going to say today, so just be aware of that. We're closer than we usually are as they try throwing it into the post and out of bounds. Both teams a very up-tempo start, which tends to lead to a lot of turnovers as well, but a lot of points too, so take the good with the bad. Jonica Bernades crosses the timeline over to the left wing to Piper Janing. Janing tries to get it to Jonica Bernades. Bernades bounce pass to Mariah Coltis. Coltis ends up dribbling off her foot after the tight defense from number 30, Madeline Brandt. The few sophomores that we're seeing get some tick tonight. Allie Michelson into the ball game as well. Park Rapids down 27-22 to the Cowgirls on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. After the JV game ran into overtime, so we're backed up a little further than usual. We were already running late before the overtime struck, actually. And shot is off the mark, rebounded by Jonica Bernades. Bernades fires it up to Anna Spear. Head coach Tony Bogendreeve saying hit it. Ends up being short on that time around, and we got a travel called. Park Rapids saying the girl got pushed. So inbounding will be Piper Janing. Might have got away with that one. Piper Janing. Inbounds to Parker Yagi. Yagi swings it to Ava Janing. Both the Janing girls in the game. She drives inside. Left-handed layup off the mark. Rebounded by the Panthers. Panthers cross the timeline. Yelamini with Parker Yagi trying to shut her water off. Instead, it'll drive inside and turn over. Anna Spear with some nice help on that. 6:49 left to go in this opening half on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Breckenridge up 27-22. Cowgirls be without Erin Blofus likely the rest of this half. She's on the bench with 3 fouls. Jonica Bernades swings it up to Parker Yagi. Ends up having it batted out, but tracks it down. Then Yagi drives past the defender, steps through, and goes around another defender for 2 more. Parker Yagi. Talk about a girl who can give you some instant offense. 29-22 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. And now Jonica Bernades almost swiped a steal, but instead we got a foul. I believe it's going to be on Spear. Actually, on Piper Janing. 29-22 once again on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. As Sydney Roberts is back into the ball game. And in for her first action is, or no, first action since she came out, I should say, Allie Rowland, and Parker Yagi is able to track down her 5th rebound. All-time leading rebounder in school history, by the way. And she ends up having it stripped free when she's driving inside. And that is how you step in for a charge. Sydney Roberts. Wow, talk about big shoes to fill for taking charges. Cooper Roberts, that's a tough act to follow with your big sister and your big brother being super good at taking charges. I know Cooper's good at a lot of other things too, but Sydney's got a knack for it, just like Colin did. And then you get to see that energy we're going to see when she plays for the Wildcats for the volleyball team next year. Just hyped up after that one. We'll see what her squad does with it after forcing the turnover. Nice give-and-go action. Ava Janing throws up a wild layup, but took some contact on it, so she'll get a pair of free throws for her trouble. 29-22 Cowgirl lead on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. The first game of 2 in this Breckenridge Park Rapids doubleheader. First free throw from Ava Janing is knocked down. Molly Cedarstrom into the game. Another sophomore on this squad. Ava Janning trying to give her squad their first 2-for-2 trip, and off the mark. Park Rapids hauls down the rebound, and they're off and running. Panthers dribble inside the arc, looking for a back cut. Mariah Colt is there to cut it off. They throw it over to the right elbow area, and that's going to go down every time. 2 points for Shapersky. 30-24 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Piper Janning goes through a pair of defenders, ends up coming up with her own rebound and laying it up for 2. Patting her stats there. 32-24 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Just under, or about 5:15 left to go as Jonica Bernadez comes away with the timely steal. Up and running, has a defender going behind her. She's not worried about it. Quick little pull up off the mark. Almost rebounded by Mariah Coltis. Now it is rebounded by Coltis. Sydney Roberts knocks down the triple, making them pay. 32-24 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. They're going to look for a back cut there, and Piper Janning and Sydney Roberts. Both of the Jannings over there were actually getting in the action. 35-24 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Breckenridge putting a nice little run together, but Yillamini trying to do something about that. She's up to 16 points already. And now out of bounds off the Cowgirls. So a tough break for the Cowgirls. Trail by 9. 4:28 left to go on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard in this opening half. Breck up by 9. Ava Janning applying the pressure on the perimeter. They're looking for a nice little drop off on a back cut off the mark. Jonica Bernada is fighting for the board, but Panthers keep possession. Now they throw it into the post area, and Sydney Roberts stripped it loose but wasn't able to hang on to it. Tried to keep it in bounds. The double team collapsed on Vivian Shapersky. Mind you, is playing with 2 fouls, so maybe something for Breckenridge to keep in mind.
For the Panthers, re-entry number 23,
So Park Rapids inbounding under their own bucket. They get it in cleanly. Mariah Coltis doing her best not to foul and ends up deflecting it out of bounds. Sydney Roberts coming over to help her out as well. A lot of great defenders on the floor right now for Breckenridge. Kind of an underrated aspect of Parker Yeage's game because she's just such a weapon offensively. Same can be said about Jonica Bernadez as well, but she can hunker down. Kicked out to the left wing. Yillamini looking to add to her 16 points, but instead she drops it over to a defender, and Cowgirls force the shot clock violation. Nice defensive stand there by this Breck squad. 35-26, Breckenridge lead on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Ava Janning bringing the ball up over to Jonica Bernadez on the right wing. Bernadez was getting a ball screen from Coltis, was going to toss it up, but ends up throwing it into the crowded passing lane. Yillamini forces the turnover. And now Ava Janning swipes the turnover right back. Nobody around her. She's going to go with the left-handed layup and knock it down. Ava Janning's got 5 early points. Her squad's up by 11, 37-26 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. And Park Rapids has it deflected into the backcourt, so now over and back. That's head coach Crystal Murphy. Hollers up the play. And Ava Janning's going to get called for the foul. Get a little too aggressive trying to swipe another steal. It's so easy to do after, obviously, the excitement of the last one. Cowgirls increase this lead to 11. Inbounding will be Hallie Eichens. She gets it into Shapersky. And now they're looking for Eichens on that cut inside, and she lays it in for 2. Nice little inbound play. First points of the game for Eichens. On a spear over to Ava Janning. Goes to Parker Yagi, and Yagi ends up getting fouled. And both teams in the 1-and-1 now. I should say that the Cowgirls are one more foul away from the penalty. That is the 8th team foul on Park Rapids. Yagi, very proficient foul shooter. Comes the announcer's jink potentially. And nope, she knocked her down. So Piper Janing into the ball game. She'll spell Mariah Coltis as we get to see the small ball lineup. I was raving about this in the Holly game when Coltis and Blofus were both in foul trouble. I said, you might have found something there. You never know. 1-for-2 trip for Yagi. Her second 1-for-2 trip, I should say. Park Rapids trailing by 10, 38-28 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. And Ishins does a good job of saving that one. Shapersky looking to go to work. Has her shot blocked by Piper Janing. On a Spear with the board. Parker Yagi kicks it over to Spear. They got a nice little numbers advantage on the right side. And Parker Yagi rattles in the triple. Look at that ball movement, folks. 41-28 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. 2:20 left to go. Parker Yagi trying to get the swipe, and Yelamini's shot is off the mark, rebounded by Piper Janing. And then Janing ends up trying to force it up to her sister, but it's picked off. Park Rapids, 2:07 left to go. Trailing by 13, and that shot way off the mark. Panthers track down the rebound right at half court. Yelamini gets it to Ishins. Yelamini off the mark. Park Rapids tracks down another offensive rebound. Nora Cedarstrom ends up having it batted out of bounds. Sydney Roberts comes in for Ava Jennings. So on the floor for the Cowgirls, no posts. They got Parker Yagi, Sydney Roberts, who are the de facto posts. Anna Spear, Piper Janing, and Jonica Bernades as well. Cowgirls, once again, leading by 13 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Another offensive rebound leads to a pair of free throws for Ishins. 41-28, your score on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Ishins knocks down the first one. She was 0 for 2 on her last trip, so already an improvement. Mariah Coltis back in the game, so my love for the small ball lineup does not earn it any more minutes as a 2 for 2 trip for Ishins. Cuts the lead to 11 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Sydney Roberts over to the left wing to Piper Janing. Dribbles it back out to the perimeter. Kicks it out to Mariah Coltis, who's going to launch a three. We don't see a whole lot of those, so off the mark, rebounded by Park Rapids. 41-30 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Now over to the right wing. Shot is up from Park Rapids. This one just hits the backboard, rebounded by Sydney Roberts. And they were trying to get off and running, but one of the Park Rapids players tipped it out of bounds. Breckenridge up 41-30 once again. 1:12 left to go in this ball game. All right. On the floor for the Cowgirls, we got Sydney Roberts, Jonica Bernades, Piper Janing, Anna Spear, and Mariah Coltis. Jonica Bernades trying to shake Ishins, who's playing some great pressure defense. Good turnout here by both fan bases. It is a doubleheader after all. You should expect a good turnout. Anna Spear with a beautiful pick and roll action to Mariah Coltis, but just a little too much on the shot. Off the back iron and out of bounds off the Cowgirls. Some nice looking action there, but couldn't get the floater to follow. Cowgirls trying to keep this lead at double digits before we head into the Minn Kota Ag Products halftime show. Yelamini tosses it up to the right side of the floor. Park Rapids dropping into the post area. 4 Cowgirls there to play some pressure defense down low, and they kick it out to the perimeter off the mark. Jonica Bernades tracks down the rebound. Bernades ends up just holding off, not getting too aggressive. So they gotten too many turnovers in transition. Let's just take a breather and hold for one shot here. They got 20 seconds left on the game clock, no shot clock. Piper Janing on the right wing. Love to hold for one here. Piper Janing picks up a dribble. That's going to be a travel. Tough break for the Cowgirls. They're going to have to lock down for this next 12 and a half seconds and potentially take a double-digit lead into halftime. 10 seconds left. Shapersky gets it to Ishins. Hallie Ishins has a pair of defenders come out at her. Gets it to near the top of the key, and the shot is off the mark, blocked by Coltis and out of bounds. Shapersky was looking for a foul, as was her head coach, Crystal Murphy, but instead we got a 41-30 score heading into your Minn Kota Ag Products halftime show. You're listening to Breckenridge Basketball on B92.7 FM and watching on YouTube at KBMW News Live, part of the i3G Sports Network.
Getting you back to what you love. We are Optimum Rehab. For over a decade, Dr. Tony Eggeman has provided physical therapy services for the people of Wahpeton, Breckenridge, and surrounding communities. We're a small practice that sees our patients as individuals. Through hands-on techniques, our patients have their treatment plans tailored to their exact needs. Sprains, sore muscles, back pain, achy joints, rehab following surgery, you name it. Optimum Rehab is your answer. When you need exceptional physical therapy, you need Optimum Rehab.
What if you could store heat during off-peak hours when electric prices are lowest and use it when you need it? With a heat storage system, you can. Underfloor systems and other options heat your whole home or individual rooms so you can stay comfortable and save. Plus, they're at least 100% efficient, so no energy or dollars are wasted. With Otter Tail Power Company rebates, now's the time to see how you can store, heat, and save. Go to otpco.com/heat storage to get started.
You want what you want. At Quality Toyota, we totally understand that we aren't going to talk you into a car you don't want. Instead, we're here to help you find the car, the color, the options, and the style that you do want. All with a simple, easy, and stress-free approach, because the price listed online or in every windshield is the only price. That way, we can concentrate on getting you the right car. Quality Toyota, West Lincoln Avenue in Fergus Falls. QualityToyota.net. Let's go places.
How much do you really know about insurance? You have to have it, and your family should be covered at all times in case of an accident. What coverage is the best for you? That's where independent insurance agents Tyler Kent and Brad Rivard at Red River Agency Incorporated of Breckenridge can help. They provide all your insurance needs for home, auto, farm, life, commercial, MPCI, and crop hail. It's that easy. Give Tyler Kent or Brad Rivard a call at 643-1623. Red River Agency Incorporated, always by your side. No matter what time of year, a farmer's relationship with Red River Grain never changes. Red River Grain works shoulder to shoulder with area farmers, providing grain and agronomy services to help maximize your farm's potential. Red River Grain has been serving farmers for years with competitive prices and high-quality service. Speak to Brad, Carson, or Tammy for all of your grain and agronomy needs. Red River Grain, East Breckenridge, 643-3738. That's 643-3738, or you can find them online at redrivergrain.com.
Save big this month with Smith Motors in Wahpeton. $30 in rebates on the purchase of 3 AC Delco wiper blades. $20 in rebates on the purchase and installation of select AC Delco Gold batteries. And $15 in rebates on the purchase and installation of 1 AC Delco cabin air filter and 1 engine air filter. Gear up for winter with these exclusive offers. Small town friendly, big town deals. Smith Motors, your certified Chevy and GMC dealership in Wahpeton. Online at smithmotors.com.
And welcome to the Minn Kota Ag Products Halftime Show, your #1 grain marketing and production agriculture supply company. Turntable office as the Breckenridge Cowgirls hold an 11-point lead, 41-30 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. And it just hit me that I hadn't tallied up the Parker Rapids scoring, so I was kind of doing that while I was talking. My apologies, but we got a lot of girls to cover in the scoring column for Breckenridge. Almost every girl that played got in the scoring column, it seems like. We'll run through we'll run through Parker Rapids first, actually, because we got to talk about the 16 points from Anna Yelamini. Oh my good, or Yelanimi. She was fantastic in the first half. Knocked down 1 triple, doing the rest from 2-point range, and only had 1 free throw during that. So 15 points coming from the field, knocking down 7 shots. Knocking down 6 shots, apologies. But 6 shots from 2, I should say. Oh boy, I'm getting there, folks. 16 points from her, 6 points from number 22, Vivian Shapersky, and then 4 apiece from Nora Cedarstrom and Hallie Ishins as well. And like I said, a lot of girls covering the scoring column for Breckenridge. They were led by Parker Yegi, who had to catch up to Yelanimi with 16 of her own, and 2 of those coming from the free throw line. She's got a pair of triples along with that. And then she's knocked down 4 shots from inside the arc. Also 5 rebounds by my count. And then we got unofficial stats. You guys know me. Jonica Bernardes knocked down a pair of triples for her 6 points. Piper Janning had 6 of her own. Ava Janning followed with 5, as did Sydney Roberts. And then 3 from Anna Spear, who knocked down 1 triple. And then Piper Janning and Mariah Coltis, each with 2 points. I also got Bernardes and Coltis for 3 rebounds each. And Piper Janning also has 3 as well. So very balanced scoring attack for Breckenridge, other than Parker Yegi, going crazy in the first half for 16. We'll see who's going to end up with more points between her and Anna Yelanimi. So I got the name down, folks. Did you guys hear that? I'm very happy with that. 41-30, Breckenridge once again in the lead on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. You're listening to Minn Kota Ag Products Halftime Show, and this is the first of 2 games for a Breckenridge doubleheader, so make sure to stick around after this one gets all wrapped up. I just want to give you a nice early notice just in case I forget down the road here. You guys know how I get, but you're listening to Minn Kota Ag Products Halftime Show, 41-30, Breckenridge lead.
Ever notice how every other ad seems to be an insurance company promising to save you money?
What is with these insurance companies?
Hi, this is Matt.
And this is Amanda.
And we're your local State Farm agents.
We're here to debunk all the insurance junk.
What do you really need to know?
What is a fair and competitive price?
Let us make sure you are getting the best bang for your insurance dollar.
And find out why State Farm has been around for over 100 years and remains #1 today.
You know, there's a lot of talk about assisted living facilities in the area, but at Twin Town Villa in Breckenridge, the story really is different. Let me tell you about it. The story at Twin Town Villa is caring eyes looking after the people you love. It's a collection of ears listening to what their residents need. It's the gentle, compassionate action that takes care of those needs. It's real connection that assures you that your family members are never alone. That's just part of the story. Take a tour and see for yourself. Twin Town Villa in Breckenridge.
My name is Christy Baumhart. I am proud to be a part of the school district with dedicated staff, including administration, teachers, paraprofessionals, cooks, and custodians who are kind, caring, compassionate, and committed to the students in our district. They support, respect, and help one another succeed. One thing I am really excited about is the technology available to our students as it enhances their learning experience in the classroom. Not only as an employee, but also as a parent, I know the benefits of having both my children in the Breckenridge School District. Breckenridge Pride. We inspire to excel.
Breckenridge Schools, Breckenridge Pride, inspiring to excel.
B92.7 is KBMW Breckenridge Wahpeton. All the hits from 2KN today.
And welcome back to the Minn Kota Ag Products Halftime Show, your #1 grain marketing and production agriculture supply company. Get you caught up, folks. We got a 41-30 ball game. Breckenridge kind of pulling away a little bit in the end of the first half. And, actually it was a very back-and-forth game. Was tied at 19, and then Breckenridge ended up closing out with a pretty solid run to wrap up the first half. And we didn't have our keys to the game. My apologies. Brought to you by Smith Motors and Wahpeton. We did such an abbreviated pregame show that we weren't able to hit on that. But, I was going to say get out and run and transition a lot. Definitely am not just saying that now because they were doing a good job of it this time around. But, I thought they were doing a really good job of pushing tempo and getting some nice looks in transition and speeding up Park Rapids as well. That's the other side of the coin of playing with some tempo, and I think that's been able to force some turnovers. Granted, Breckenridge has had their own turnovers in transition you could look to, but, that just comes with trying to push pace. So I think that Breckenridge should continue to try to, push the tempo as much as they can here, because I think good things happen when they do. Whether it's one of the Janning girls streaking out or someone else leaking out for an open triple off of everybody else crashing down low. Let's see if that's going to be a running theme here for the second half. So there's your keys to the game, brought to you by Smith Motors and Wahpeton. Keys to the second half, we'll call it this time around. Small town friendly, big town deals. And we also didn't have your injury report, brought to you by CHI St. Francis. So we'll do that really quick right now. Nothing to report for the Park Rapids squad. We will have one injury report for the boys when we switch over to that game. But then for the Cowgirls, Just Emily Gowan out once again, as she has been for the entire year with that knee injury, but nobody else to add to the injury report. So the Cowgirls, just knock on every piece of wood you got in your house, folks. I just knocked on the scores table. I'm not sure if the mic picked that up or not, but I definitely did. So trying to make sure everybody can stay healthy for the rest of this one. They're going to give them another 2.5 minutes to get some shots up before the half, unless they wrap it up early. That tends to happen sometimes. We'll take a break and come back with your second half. You are listening to the Minn Kota Ag Products Halftime Show and Breckenridge Basketball on B92.7 FM. Cowgirls up 41-30 at the break.
Getting the kids to practice on time. Remembering if it's your day to bring snacks. Making it to the game with a clean jersey. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like whether your kid is going to run toward first or third base. That's simple human sense.
That's Carlson Family Insurance in Wapaton, representing Auto Owners Insurance. Visit Carlson Family Insurance Agency in Wapaton today. Call 672-6002 or on the web at www.cfiagency.com.
Your daughter has the flu. Your son breaks his arm. You need quality medical care you can count on. CHI St. Francis Primary Care Walk-In Clinic. Quality family care. Go to the Primary Care Walk-In Clinic at CHI St. Francis, where there is no appointment necessary. Hours are Monday through Friday, 8 to 7:30 and 9 to 5 on the weekend. Quality care close to home. You get the finest care for home injuries, common illnesses, and emergency service. Virtual visit available. Call 643-0747. We treat you like family. You're one of our own.
What can you do in 30 seconds? Warm up your coffee, tie your shoes, Google, should I get screened for lung cancer? Then actually get screened for lung cancer. If you're a current or former smoker, talk with an Essentia Health provider about your eligibility for a low-dose CT screening, because early-stage lung cancer often has no signs or symptoms. Screening can mean an increased chance of successful treatment. Learn more at essentiahealth.org.
Protect your equipment and get rewarded by purchasing premium Cenex lubricants with Cenex gift cards for gallons. You can earn a $50 Visa gift card for every 100 gallons of Cenex diesel engine oils, tractor hydraulic fluids, gear lubes, and greases purchased between now and through February 29th of 2024. Contact Farmers Union Oil of Southern Valley for qualifying Cenex products and promotion details. Some exclusions apply. Don't forget to ask about the best warranty in the industry, the Cenex Total Protection Plan. Proven durability, powered locally.
Welcome back as we wrap up the Minn Kota Ag Products Halftime Show, your number one grain marketing and production agriculture supply company. Turnable office, ready for the second half of the first game of this doubleheader. Breckenridge Cowgirls taking on the Park Rapids Panthers, and to start off the second half, Sydney Roberts bats the inbound pass out of bounds. So that might have taken a third of a second off the clock, as Park Rapids is able to get this one in cleanly to Ishins. Spersky goes inside to Yelanimi. Yelanimi looking for an open teammate. Swung over to the right wing. Pulls the trigger on a three off the mark. Cowgirls not able to track down the long board, and that's one thing that Park Rapids has been doing fantastic, is getting on the offensive glass. If you couldn't tell by our microphone, most definitely picking up head coach Tony Bogenreeve saying, box out. He said it nicer than I did, I promise. Panthers inbounding under the basket. 17:43 left to go in this ballgame on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Spersky's three is off the mark, rebounded by Piper Janing. Janing feeds it up to Parker Yagi. Yagi kicks it out to Aaron Blofus. Now Sydney Roberts has it on the perimeter. Over to Jonica Bernadez on the half-court circle. Parker Yagi with the ball. Yagi on a whole lot of action right now. Hands it off to Jonica Bernadez. Bernadez dribbles over to the left side. 8 seconds left on the shot clock. She'll attack the defender and laying in for two. Jonica Bernadez with the first points of the half for either team. 43-30 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Spersky with the ball. Drops it on the right side. Little give and go action, but swiped away by Jonica Bernadez. She's got a few of those today, it feels like. Bernadez zips a pass up to Parker Yagi, and Yagi's going to get called for the travel. Yagi, who had 16 points at the half. Park Rapids breaks the press. They run into a half-court trap, and Jonica Bernardes is able to force a deflection, but shot is off the mark, rattled out, and offensive rebound. Doesn't turn into anything, but Park Rapids is able to track down another one, and Jonica Bernardes, you better hope they give him a jump ball, because if they don't, they're going to have to call a travel, because Jonica Bernardes kind of turned into a tornado really quick there and spun the other player around, but jump ball, possession arrow goes to the Cowgirls. So nice heads-up play there by the junior guard. Jonica Bernardes, who had to miss most of the sophomore campaign with a knee injury. He's having a great junior year as Parker Yagi misses the layup with some contact, but Jonica Bernardes follows it and lays it in for another bucket. She's got the first 2 buckets of the half. 45-30 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. And what has been a physical game as Sydney Roberts ties it up for another jump ball. I don't know if you guys if the camera caught it, but one of the Park Rapids players went flying into their own bench almost, and Coach Crystal Murphy saying, where's the foul there? But I think one of the players just kind of ran into Parker Yagi. Chapersky with the ball. On the right wing, hands it off to Ishins. Ishins with Piper Janing guarding. Swung over to the right wing to Nora Cedarstrom. Yelanimi with the ball. Parker Yagi playing some suffocating defense. Everyone on this Cowgirl squad is. Aaron Blofeld once again playing with 3 fouls and make it 4. So quick on the whistle. Aaron Bloffeld's got to make sure not to have her hands in the cookie jar, though, and that's her 4th foul. Mariah Coltis will spell her once again. Piper Janing will be guarding the inbounder. Jonica Bernardes guarding on the perimeter as well. And now a steal by Parker Yagi. Her squad's up by 15 here. Trying to get a nice little run going here to start off the half. They got the first 4 points of the half. Piper Janing drives inside, and they're going to call an N1 on that. Unless they call it on the floor. Actually on the floor. Piper Janing was hoping for an N1. Park Rapids was hoping for a charge. And into the ball game. We got Molly Cedarstrom checking in for Allie Rowland. Jonica Bernardes looking for a 3 off the inbound play, and nothing but net. 7-0 run, all Jonica Bernardes. All of a sudden, her squad is up by 18. I'd be surprised if we see a timeout here soon from the Panthers. Jonica Bernardes and Sydney Roberts applying the pressure in the half court, or in the full court. And Yelanimi's layup is off the mark, rebounded by Parker Yagi. Yagi drives past her defender, tries kicking it out to the corner to Sydney Roberts, but picked off by the Panthers. Parker Yagi was able to tip that pass and stolen away by Sydney Roberts. Roberts fires it up to Yagi in the right corner. Yagi drives inside, little hop step, free herself up, and lays it in for 2 more. Cowgirls off to a dominant start to this second half. All of a sudden, they're up 20. Anna Spear checking in for her first half of the the first action of the second half. Yelanimi's layup is off the mark once again, and this time it's laid in by Cedarstrom for the first points of the half for Park Rapids. 9-0 run by Breckenridge. And now this shot is off the mark from Roberts, rebounded by the Panthers. And Sydney Roberts is going to get called for the foul at the opposite free throw line. Ava Janing and Anna Spear. I always got to make sure not to write their names together, Ava and Anna, because my handwriting is not exactly ideal. Sometimes I get them swapped up. 13:57 left to go. This ball game on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. In my JB stat book, I should say. Shout out to Jason Butts. Very much appreciate the stat book. And little backdoor cut is going to be a travel. I was going to say they covered a lot of ground there on that one. It's like a catch and glide to the box area. 13:47 left to go. Cowgirls up by 18 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard, 50-32. Ava Janing swings it over to Jonica Bernardes on the right wing. Back to Janing. Janing setting up the offense. Over to Bernadez on the right wing. Bernadez, even when she's not running the point, still the floor general for this squad. Swings over to Anna Spear, drops into Mariah Coltis, and swiped away. A pair of defenders were down there with Coltis. Dribbled over to the left wing, or bounced over to the left wing. Yelanimi looking for her first points in the second half, and there they are off the teardrop layup. Yelanimi. Back-to-back buckets for Park Rapids. Ava Janing was looking for Jonica Bernadez, but a very smart cut from Piper Janing, but isn't able to lay in the layup. That was a very heads-up play, though. Kicked over to the right wing. And Yelanimi with the back down. And Park Rapids comes up with another offensive rebound, and we got another travel. And if there's been a few of these travels lately, so you definitely know the officials are taking notice, so might have to do a little more emphasis in the next huddle. Let's watch out for that. Let's not be dragging feet. They're not letting much slide. Swung over to the left wing. Three is off the mark. Breckenridge, once again, came out and started off this half with a 9-0 run. Park Rapids trying to put a run together of their own. Park Rapids gets it to Shapersky. He passes it over to Ishins. Ishins gets a ball screen. Ava Janing trying to poke it free. Nice drive inside and great help defense, but an even better drop off to the elbow area for two. Nora Cedarstrom with her second bucket of the half. She's got 8 points. Ava Janing goes into the right elbow area to Piper Janing. Kicks it out to a wide open shooter in the corner for three. On a spear, not able to make him pay. And Park Rapids has scored the last 6. Jonica Bernadez was almost able to swipe the steal, but when she tried to keep it in play, it got thrown away. And now Ava Janing jumps the passing lane for a steal. Beautiful bounce pass over to Jonica Bernadez with a lefty finish. 52-36 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. We got a timeout. This timeout brought to you by Heitkamp Construction. You're listening to Breckenridge Basketball on B92.7 FM and watching on YouTube at KBMW News Live, part of the I3G Sports Network.
Big jobs, small jobs, and everything in between. Heitkamp Construction has served commercial and industrial clients in the Southern Valley and beyond since 1982. They are your fully licensed construction company, providing earthwork, paving, structural steel, and more. Need a new concrete parking lot or roofing? How about a new metal building for your farm or business? Call Heitkamp Construction in Wahpeton today at 642-5948 for superior construction service you can trust. Call 642-5948. Buying a new home is an exciting experience, but it can be a stressful one too. Miller Realty can help relieve some of that stress with a simple formula of integrity, trust, and most importantly, experience. Their talented team is made up of Guy, Shelly, Jared, Lisa, Melissa, and Stephanie. They've put in the years helping people buy and sell their homes, and they understand this market. Miller Realty is a trusted legacy business in the Twin Towns. Put their knowledge and experience to work for you. Miller Realty in Breckenridge, a lasting tradition of experience, knowledge, integrity, and trust. Find them online at GuyMillerRealty.com.
And welcome back after that Heitkamp Construction timeout. We are back at Park Rapids Area School. And the Breckenridge Cowgirls have a 52-36 lead and are about to get another turnover right off the bat here. Or force another turnover. Instead, it's a jump ball, but possession arrow goes to the Cowgirls. Nice heads-up play and hustle play from Parker Yagi to get on the floor for that loose ball and tie it up for a jump ball. On the floor for Breckenridge, we got Ava Janing, Mariah Coltis, Anna Spear, Parker Yagi, and Sydney Roberts. Yelanimi back in the game. She'll spell Vivian Shapersky. Cowgirls, at 1 point, we're leading by 20. Ava Janing calls out the play. Motion Sydney Roberts through, goes over to the top of the key to Anna Spear. Spear swings it over to the right wing to Sydney Roberts. She drops into the post to Mariah Coltis. Coltis with the inside-out kick. And a nice drive from Ava Janing, and one. The old-fashioned three-point play. Ava Janning's first points of the second half. 54-36 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Ava Janning with a nice lefty finish with contact. Off the mark on the free throw, though. Breckenridge immediately tries to go to the press, but Mariah Coltis gets a block and a rebound while she's at it. And then a foul on the full court. That was Madeline Brandt picking up the foul, the sophomore. Mariah Coltis doing her best KG impersonation, not only getting the block, but also holding on to it. Okay, maybe KG wasn't the best comparison there. I don't think she jumped on it, but showing off the good length. And kicked over to Ava Janning. She's on the Park Rapids logo. Over to Anna Spear. They kick it back out to Spear. Pulls the trigger on it, nothing but net. Hand down, man down every time Anna Spear is in the equation. 57-36 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Biggest lead of the night for the Cowgirls. And a nice layup by Brandt. He gets her first points of the night. 57-38 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Parker Yagi throws it inside to Coltis. On a Spear, back-to-back triples. On a Spear. She's got 3 hits from downtown today for all 9 of her points, and she gets a steal while she's at it, but she's going to get called for the travel. Fell over. I should say she was kind of rolling on the floor with it. Erin Blofis into the game, playing with four fouls. Jonica Bernada is also checking in. 10-11 left to go on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Brandt puts it into Yelanimi. Puts it up with the left hand, off the mark. And coming away with it is Erin Blofis. Don't know if we want to call that a steal or a rebound. Kicked out to Jonica Bernadez. Bernadez drives inside and takes it back out. She's going to put up a deep 2 and off the mark. Park Rapids bring it up with Yelanimi. Parker Yagi forcing the, I think that got tipped, so she could technically come away with it, but Erin Blofis comes away with the rebound. First board of the night for Blofis, who spent the bulk of the game in foul trouble, as the left-handed layup is good from Parker Yagi. What a scoop. 62-38 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard, 9:26 left to go. This timeout taken by Park Rapids is brought to you by Highcamp Construction. Once you build with them, you won't build any other way. You're listening to Cowgirl Basketball on B92.7 FM.
Minn Kota Egg Products proudly supports the communities we serve by sponsoring the broadcast of this high school sporting event. When a team takes the field, there is nothing like experience you can count on to produce a winning season. Minn Kota has that experienced team, supported by the latest technology, products, equipment, and information to deliver a winning game plan for your farm. Contact our locations in Breckenridge, Barney, Kent, Wyndmere, Wahpeton, and Colfax. Let our team lead you to a successful farming season.
North Dakota State College of Science is powered by the strong local connections we have with employers, business partners, program advisors, and local business leaders. We're proud to call Wahpeton home. Find out more about how you or your business can support NDSCS by visiting ndscs.edu. That's ndscs.edu.
Welcome back into that Highcamp Construction timeout. We get a 62-38 score. And the score people tell me I'm wrong with Parker Yagi's points, so we're going to have to tally that up again after the game. As Ava Janning almost got her another coast-to-coast steal, but wasn't meant to be. 9:10 left to go. Her squad's up by 24 here at Park Rapids Area High School. Jonica Bernadez suffocating on the perimeter once again. Breckenridge's perimeter defense has been fantastic. It's finishing possessions with defensive rebounding that definitely leaves a little bit to be desired if you ask head coach Tony Bogenreef, I'm sure, as they force another turnover here. Mishandled the entry pass. Kind of got dribbled out of bounds. 62-38 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. 8:50 left to go. Jonica Bernardes will bring it up. Bernardes, Cowgirls have the luxury of being able to really play her in either of the guard spots. Almost went Boston there. Hey, either the guard spots. As Parker Yankee throws it inside to Aaron Blofus. Dumps it off to Jonica Bernardes. Her floater is blocked. Kind of tough spacing there. We had 3 Cowgirls in the lane. Kicked out to the left wing. 3-pointers up from Cedarstrom off the mark, and Brandt with the rebound. Brandt kicks it out the perimeter to Yelanimi, who's been quiet this second half, but trying to do something about it with a little turnaround hook shot. Laid in for 2, 62-40 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Breckenridge in the lead. Give and go action, and laid in for 2 is Parker Yagi. 20 points. We're going off the official book. I got her for 22. Got to figure out where those 2 points are supposed to be allocated in the post-game show. 64-40 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Maybe I'm right. Happens sometimes. As it got thrown away, Park Rapids will turn it over once again. Aaron Blofus on the floor. Parker Yagi will get a breather. Piper Janing, Ava Janing in the game. Jonica Bernardes and Sydney Roberts as well. Both teams only with 3 fouls so far. It's been a fast-moving second half. Breckenridge led by 11 at the break. Came out and stretched that lead to 20 right away and have kept Park Rapids at arm's length since, as Jonica Bernardes had the first 7 points of the second half. And now these are going to be her first opportunity to add to that scoring total. She's sitting on 13 at the moment. Free throws up and off the back iron. Cowgirls having a bit of an out-of-character free throw performance tonight. I got more misses than makes. And that will add to it. That one rattles out. 64-40 the score remains. 7:33 left to go on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Breckenridge in the driver's seat. Still plenty of time left for the Panthers, though. Okay, maybe not a super amount of time, but 7:24 left. And we got a foul. Looks like it's going to be on the floor on the back cut. So no free throws coming, as we said. Neither team in the bonus. That'll be on Ava Janing. Second foul of the contest. And Yelanimi kicked out to the perimeter. It's going to be a long 2, nothing but net for Shapersky. $64-42 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Better get the camera down here. My apologies to all the viewers on the video stream, as Aaron Blofus has her shot blocked and rebounded by the Panthers. Yelanimi trying to make him pay in transition. Sends a defender flying and ends up kicking it back out. Kicked over to the elbow area. Shot is off the mark. Rebounded by Park Rapids once again. The offensive rebounds continue to pile up, and this time Aaron Blofus is going to squeeze it for the board. And then it ends up getting turned over and laid in for 2, and then there is a foul right after that on Aaron Blofus. Kind of a frustration foul there. That'll be her 5th. 64-44 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. It looks like one of the players might be a little slow to get up as well. 6:36 left to go. And got to see who ended up getting that layup. $64-44 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Ava Janing kicks it out to Sydney Roberts on the left wing. Roberts out to Jonica Bernardes on the right wing. Ava Janing will pull the trigger on a 3. Off the back iron, rebounded by Parker Yagi. Yagi kicks out to Sydney Roberts in the right corner. And she knocks down the triple. Parker Yagi over 20 points and back-to-back buckets from Cedarstrom, I am told. She's got 12 on the night. Jonica Bernardes up to Piper Janing on the left wing. It goes into the, or drops into the left corner to Parker Yagi, who has her shot blocked out of bounds when she drives in for the reverse layup. And that was Blofus's 5th foul, by the way, so she is done for the night. Your squad up 21 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Sydney Roberts with the ball. Kicks it out to Parker Yagi. Yagi, the right side of the floor. Mariah Coltis in the game. Otherwise, 4 out. Piper Janing drives inside. Tries forcing a tough layup, and Janing's shot is blocked out of bounds. They got 9 seconds to work with on the shot clock. Piper Janing into Parker Yagi, who attacks the closeout. Gets a ball screen while she's at it. Left-handed layup is off the mark, though. Rebounded by the Panthers. Panthers out and running. They had a good numbers opportunity, but kind of let the Cowgirls catch up a little bit. Cedarstrom with the ball. Gets it to Ishins. Ishins looking for a ball screen. Pick and roll action. Goes inside, and Coltis contests it. Piper Janing ends up squeezing the rebound and tied up for a jump ball. And then it is a jump ball after the fact. 5th rebound for Janing, though. Possession arrow goes to the Panthers after the jump ball. 5:12 left to go on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. They get it inbounded, but Sydney Roberts is going to get tagged with a foul. Ended up getting some wrist when she was trying to poke that free off the inbound pass. Cowgirls with a 21-point lead, led by 11 at the half. Yelanimi with 20 points on the night, and she is fouled driving inside. So she'll get a pair of free throws. Yelanimi carried this team offensively. First free throw is good. She's 2 for 3 at the stripe thus far. On the floor for Breckenridge. After the 2 for 2 free throw trip, got Parker Yagi, Sydney Roberts, Piper Janing, Mariah Coltis, and Jonica Bernardes. Parker Yagi with the ball. Now swung over to the right side of the floor to Jonica Bernardes. Bernardes dribbles over to the half-court logo and is fouled driving in. By the way, that is the 5th foul on Park Rapids. Cowgirls, however, have 7, so they're in the penalty. Inbounded to Mariah Coltis. Coltis give and go to Sydney Roberts, who drives in and draws the foul. Sydney Roberts has not scored here in the second half, and now the next foul will put both teams at 1-1. Ava Janing heading into the ball game for Jonica Bernardes. Two shots coming, though. And first one is left short. Anna Spear will also check into the ball game. So Piper Janing and Jonica Bernardes will get a breather. Next free throw is up and good from Roberts. 67-48 is your score on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Panthers take a timeout. We'll take one with them. This timeout brought to you by Heitkamp Construction. You're listening to Cowgirl Basketball on B92.7 FM and watching on YouTube at KBMW News Live, part of the i3G Sports Network.
Getting you back to what you love. We are Optimum Rehab. For over a decade, Dr. Tony Egeman has provided physical therapy services for the people of Wahpeton, Breckenridge, and surrounding communities. We're a small practice that sees our patients as individuals. Through hands-on techniques, our patients have their treatment plans tailored to their exact needs. Sprains, sore muscles, back pain, achy joints, rehab following surgery, you name it. Optimum Rehab is your answer. When you need exceptional physical therapy, you need Optimum Rehab.
What if you could store heat during off-peak hours when electric prices are lowest and use it when you need it? With a heat storage system, you can. Underfloor systems and other options heat your whole home or individual rooms so you can stay comfortable and save. Plus, they're at least 100% efficient, so no energy or dollars are wasted. With Otter Tail Power Company rebates, now's the time to see how you can store, heat, and save. Go to otpco.com/heat storage to get started.
And welcome back after that Heitkamp Construction timeout. Breckenridge coming out in a full court press. They're up by 20 with 4:42 left to go on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. And Park Rapids dribbles under the hoop and kicks out to Yelanimi, who's going to knock it down for the midi. She's got 8 points in the second half, 24 on the night, a game high 24. Anna Spear has it in the right corner. Spear will kick it out to Sydney Roberts, and now Parker Yagi has it. Over to Anna Spear. Ava Janning thought about the triple. Instead, will drive by the closeout. Left-handed layup. Kind of an unorthodox shot, but almost looked good. Rebounded by Park Rapids, though. I know, almost only counts in the horseshoes. And what's the other thing? I won't talk about that. As we get turned over, Anna Spear ends up tossing it down to Parker Yagi. And Dane Platt will be the one hauling it in. Shout out to Dane, showing off the one-handed grab there in the fans. Guys still got it. Park Rapids dribbles into the half-court trap and almost swiped away from Sydney Roberts when they passed out of the trap. And Ava Janning showing the hustle there, but pretty nasty crossover she was just the recipient of. Elbow area is dropped out to the right wing area. Cedarstrom looking for an open teammate. Great defense by the Cowgirls. Staying in those passing lanes. 2 seconds left on the shot clock, and what a bank shot on the hook from Hallie Eichens to cut the lead to 16 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard, just like that. Cowgirls who led by 20 plus. Actually led by as many as 24 in the ball game. I believe they're on an 8-0 run as Parker Yagi turns it over. 3:04 left to go on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Eichens gets it to Yelanimi, who's already hit from deep a couple times, and this one will be off the mark. Rebounded by Mariah Coltis, and they needed that rebound desperately. And it gets tied up for a jump ball. Breckenridge has a possession arrow, though. What has been an otherwise very solid performance from the Cowgirls. It's the offensive rebounds that have been killers. Ava Janning feeds it up to Sydney Roberts. Kind of really shows you the value of those posts when I kept talking about how much I love that small ball lineup. Shows what I know. 2:43 left to go on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Jonica Bernadez got the ball screen. Looking to drive past her defender. Had a mismatch that she liked, but went over to Sydney Roberts instead. Back out to Bernadez on the right wing. She pass fakes. Over to Sydney Roberts. She's got 10 seconds to work with on the shot clock. She'll get a ball screen. And attack the defense. Kicks it out to Jonica Bernadez, who's going to line up the triple, and nothing but net. Jonica Bernadez with a very strong second half. With 10 of her points coming in the second half. Yelanimi, she's got 10 of her own this half. 71-24 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Breckenridge in the lead. Parker Yagi has it on the left wing. Just under 2 minutes left to play. Yagi picks up her dribble right in front of us because they got us set up on the scores table, which I was telling everyone during the break I'm forever grateful for. Such a cool angle. And it's nice to be by the coaching staff who actually know what they're talking about, so I can learn a thing or two, too. Piper Janning inbounded right in front of the aforementioned coaching staff. She gets it into Jonica Bernadez. Bernadez dishes it off to David Janning in the left corner. And Janning is going to get fouled. Both teams in the 1-and-1. $1:52 left to go on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. 1-and-1 attempt. Ava Janning thus far 1 for 3 at the stripe. Looking to improve on that. First free throw is up from the right-handed 8th grader, and it is good. Mariah Coltis will get a breather. There's that 5-guard lineup. Sydney Roberts, Piper Janning, Jonica Bernadez, Ava Janning, and Anna Spear as well. 2-for-2 trip for Ava Janning to stretch the lead back to 19. Eichens dribbles past the entire defense seemingly. Drops it into the right corner, and shot is off the mark. Yelanimi with a rare miss down low. Off the mark, and Sydney Roberts is almost able to track down the rebound. They're going to say out of bounds off of Roberts. It was one of those 50-50 balls where you could see the Park Rapids players hauling over there. Actually, 3 of the players actually thought it was out of bounds off of them. And they'll capitalize on the chaos of the moment and end up missing the shot, though. Got a nice look. Jonica Bernadez ends up coming up with the rebound. Johnny B's got 5 rebounds by my count. I can't be the only one who calls her that, right? Ava Janning has it poked free and is able to track it down on the other side of half court. Just under 20 left on the shot clock. $1:17 left in the game. And Sydney Roberts is going to get fouled. 1:15 left to go on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard, and Panthers waving the white flag. They're going to clear out their bench, and Breckenridge will do the same. And checking into the ball game for Breckenridge, got Colin Howard for her first action. We also got Riley Johnson. Sydney Roberts, Anna Spear, and Ava Janning will stay in the ball game as they're looking to get a sub for Sydney Roberts when she gets done with her free throws. That was just the first. Everyone took off like it was the only free throw. These bench girls are ready to rock. 2-for-2 trip. And into the ball game, we got a Sydney for a Sydney. Sydney Roberts out of the game. Sydney Tischer in for her first action. And right away, Park Rapids is almost going to travel. 1:06 left to play on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. They throw it down low and kicked out for an open three. Off the mark, rebounded by Ava Janning. Janning holds up at half court. Hits that behind the back dribble, drops it off to Anna Spear. Anna Spear thought about it at the top of the key, swings over to Johnson instead, who's looking for her first points of the night. Anna Spear drives into the paint, floaters off the mark, rebounded by Park Rapids. Panthers drive inside, Ava Janning doing a good job staying disciplined on defense. And Park Rapids kick it out to the perimeter. They'll take a shot up from the three-point line and off the mark, out of bounds. So Cowgirls can dribble out the last 25 seconds unless they're going to try to get someone a bucket here at the end. Once again, 3 girls who are getting their first action of the night, so it wouldn't be the craziest thing in the world if maybe they tried to get one of them a bucket, but we'll see how head coach Tony Bogenreef would like to go about it. He gets it over to Johnson, who's going to put up a 3 off the mark and rebounded by the Panthers. That might be the last shot attempt we see as we got 10 seconds left. Unless Park Rapids is able to get one up here, and instead they'll throw it out of bounds. So we got 5.7 left to go. Ava Janning gets it inbounded, and her teammates are saying, just hold it. We got to get this second game underway. We're already behind schedule enough. 75-54, your final on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. We'll take a very quick break. Come back with your post-game show brought to you by Miller Realty. You've been listening to Cowgirl Basketball on B92.7 FM and watching on YouTube at KBMW News Live, part of the i3G Sports Network.
You want what you want. At Quality Toyota, we totally understand that we aren't going to talk you into a car you don't want. Instead, we're here to help you find the car, the color, the options, and the style that you do want. All with a simple, easy, and stress-free approach, because the price listed online or in every windshield is the only price. That way, we can concentrate on getting you the right car. Quality Toyota, West Lincoln Avenue in Fergus Falls. QualityToyota.net. Let's go places.
How much do you really know about insurance? You have to have it, and your family should be covered at all times in case of an accident. What coverage is the best for you? That's where independent insurance agents Tyler Kent and Brad Rivard at Red River Agency Incorporated of Breckenridge can help. They provide all your insurance needs for home, auto, farm, life, commercial, MPCI, and crop hail. It's that easy. Give Tyler Kent or Brad Rivard a call at 643-1623. Red River Agency Incorporated, always by your side. No matter what time of year, a farmer's relationship with Red River Grain never changes. Red River Grain works shoulder to shoulder with area farmers, providing grain and agronomy services to help maximize your farm's potential. Red River Grain has been serving farmers for years with competitive prices and high-quality service. Speak to Brad, Carson, or Tammy for all of your grain and agronomy needs. Red River Grain, East Breckenridge, 643-3738. That's 643-3738, or you can find them online at redrivergrain.com.
Save big this month with Smith Motors in Wapaton. $30 in rebates on the purchase of 3 AC Delco wiper blades. $20 in rebates on the purchase and installation of select AC Delco Gold batteries. And $15 in rebates on the purchase and installation of 1 AC Delco cabin air filter and 1 engine air filter. Gear up for winter with these exclusive offers. Small town friendly, big town deals. Smith Motors, your certified Chevy and GMC dealership in Wapaton. Online at smithmotors.com.
Ever notice how every other ad seems to be an insurance company promising to save you money?
What is with these insurance companies?
Hi, this is Matt.
And this is Amanda.
And we're your local State Farm agents.
We're here to debunk all the insurance junk.
What do you really need to know?
What is a fair and competitive price?
Let us make sure you are getting the best bang for your insurance dollar.
And find out why State Farm has been around for over 100 years and remains number one today.
You know, there's a lot of talk about assisted living facilities in the area, but at Twin Town Villa in Breckenridge, the story really is different. Let me tell you about it. The story at Twin Town Villa is caring eyes looking after the people you love. It's a collection of ears listening to what their residents need. It's the gentle, compassionate action that takes care of those needs. It's real connection that assures you that your family members are never alone. That's just part of the story. Take a tour and see for yourself. Twin Town Villa in Breckenridge.
Breckenridge Schools, Breckenridge pride, inspiring to excel.
My name is Christy Baumhart. I am proud to be a part of the school district with dedicated staff, including administration, teachers, paraprofessionals, cooks, and custodians who are kind, caring, compassionate, and committed to the students in our district. They support, respect, and help one another succeed. One thing I am really excited about is the technology available to our students as it enhances their learning experience in the classroom. Not only as an employee, but also as a parent, I know the benefits of having both my children in the Breckenridge School District. Breckenridge Pride. We inspire to excel.
Breckenridge Schools, Breckenridge pride, inspiring to excel.
Welcome to the Big Cut Ag Products Halftime Show, your number one grain marketing and production agriculture supply company. Turnable office, and it's time to tally up your State Farm stat report. Breckenridge Cowgirls coming up with a 75-54 victory. And we'll run through the Park Rapids scoring for you first. And with a game-high 26 points, we got Anna Yelanimi with 26, like I said, 16 in the first half and then 10 in the second. 12 points from number 11, Nora Cedarstrom, having a really solid second half with 8 of her points coming in the second half. And then put together a solid first half where 6 of her 8 points came was Vivian Shapersky. And then 6 points from Hallie Eichens, and only 2 points coming from their bench, and that was Madeline Brandt. So 5 girls getting in the scoring column for Park Rapids, and then for the Breckenridge Cowgirls, they were led once again by Parker Yagi, the all-time leading scorer and all-time leading rebounder, being the game's leading the team's leading scorer and rebounder in this ball game. I got her for 7 boards along with those 23 points. And she was followed by Jonica Bernades, her fellow junior, who had 16 points, 10 of them coming in the second half. And good, they got the official books. They can tell me if I'm wrong or not. Looks like I'm quite a bit off. we got Yagi for 20 by their count, and they got Bernades for 18. So, I don't know how I got so far off on that one. We'll go off the official book. They know what they're doing. They got Yagi for 20 points, 14 in the first half, 6 in the second half, 18 for Jonica Bernades. 11 for Sydney Roberts, and then they got 9 for Piper Janing, 9 for Anna Spear as well, and then 6 for Ava Janing. Or no, Piper Janing had 6, and then Ava Janing had 9, so apologies for that. So we'll compare how that one. Yeah, it looks like there's, and then Aaron Bloffies, or my apologies, Mariah Coltis also had 2 points as well. So we got to make sure to throw that in there. So it looks like they got her down pat. I'm not going to knock their bookkeeping. They did a better job than I did, unsurprisingly. So that's a look at your State Farm stat report. 5 girls getting into the scoring column for Park Rapids, and then we got 8 girls in the scoring column, or 7 girls. 8 girls in the scoring column for Breckenridge in their victory. Once again, 75-54 the final in that one. And then other rebounders in this one, I got Bernades for 5, Piper Janing for 5. Once again, unofficial stats. You guys know me. And then I believe those are the only leading rebounders we got. But we can run through the stats once again later on when I can just tally them all up. You know, you can hear the doubt in my voice, I'm sure. But let's look at your State Farm stat report. And since we're going to do this pretty fast-paced, we got a boys game coming up here, so we got to start the pregame show for that. So we're going to kind of do an abbreviated postgame show. This postgame show, once again, brought to you by Miller Realty in Breckenridge, your hometown realtors in Breckenridge as well. And now for your play of the game, brought to you by Red River Agency, your hometown agents in Breckenridge. And I'm going to say that Jonica Bernada's sequence to open up the second half was fantastic. I thought she really came out firing, scored the first 7 points of the game for the Cowgirls. Maybe that's where we got some discrepancies in the points there, but Bernada's had a really fantastic stretch and then knocked down another triple there for her 18 points. So really liked what we saw out of her in this ball game. And it'd be easier to go with her for player of the game as well. Oh, you guys know me. I try to mix it up as much as I can. I'm probably just going to stick with Jonica Bernada's, though. Jonica Bernada's had a fantastic ball game. I know Parker Yagi ended up as the top scorer and rebounder, but we're just going to freshen it up a little bit here. We're going to go with Bernada's for player of the game, brought to you by Essentia Health here with you. And fantastic stretch from her, especially to open up the second half to really stretch this lead out because we're up by 11 at halftime. All of a sudden, bam, she goes on a little one-man run, and they're up by 18 just out of the gate right off to start off the second half. So I thought that really put them in good position to kind of cruise away with this ball game. So that's going to be my pick for player of the game, brought to you by Essentia Health here with you once again. And it says they're still going to give them 20 minutes to warm up, even though we're just kind of doing the senior night festivities here for the Park Rapids players. So we'll see if they're still going to give them the full 20 to warm up. But we'll be wrapping up the Miller Realty postgame show, and then we'll come back and dive into your pregame show. It's again brought to you by Red River Grain, serving the local farmers since 1986. We got a little hybrid pregame, postgame show. You guys know how we do it on doubleheaders. You are listening to Breckenridge Basketball on B92.7 FM and watching on YouTube at KBMW News Live, part of the i3G Sports Network.
Getting the kids to practice on time. Remembering if it's your day to bring snacks. Making it to the game with a clean jersey. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like whether your kid is going to run toward first or third base. That's simple human sense.
That's Carlson Family Insurance in Wapaton, representing Auto Owners Insurance. Visit Carlson Family Insurance Agency in Wapaton today. Call 672-6002 or on the web at www.cfiagency.com.
Your daughter has the flu. Your son breaks his arm. You need quality medical care you can count on. CHI St. Francis Primary Care Walk-In Clinic. Quality family care. Go to the Primary Care Walk-In Clinic at CHI St. Francis, where there is no appointment necessary. Hours are Monday through Friday, 8 to 7:30 and 9 to 5 on the weekend. Quality care close to home. You get the finest care for home injuries, common illnesses, and emergency service. Virtual visit available. Call 643-0747. We treat you like family. You're one of our own.
What can you do in 30 seconds? Warm up your coffee, tie your shoes, Google, should I get screened for lung cancer? Then actually get screened for lung cancer. If you're a current or former smoker, talk with an Essentia Health provider about your eligibility for a low-dose CT screening, because early-stage lung cancer often has no signs or symptoms. Screening can mean an increased chance of successful treatment. Learn more at essentiahealth.org.
Protect your equipment and get rewarded by purchasing premium Cenex lubricants with Cenex gift cards for gallons. You can earn a $50 Visa gift card for every 100 gallons of Cenex diesel engine oils, tractor hydraulic fluids, gear lubes, and greases purchased between now and through February 29th of 2024. Contact Farmers Union Oil of Southern Valley for qualifying Cenex products and promotion details. Some exclusions apply, and don't forget to ask about the best warranty in the industry, the Cenex Total Protection Plan. Proven durability, powered locally.
Big jobs, small jobs, and everything in between. Heidkamp Construction has served commercial and industrial clients in the Southern Valley and beyond since 1982. They are your fully licensed construction company, providing earthwork, paving, structural steel, and more. Need a new concrete parking lot or roofing? How about a new metal building for your farm or business? Call Heidkamp Construction in Wapaton today at 642-5948 for superior construction service you can trust. Call 642-5948. Buying a new home is an exciting experience, but it can be a stressful one too. Miller Realty can help relieve some of that stress with a simple formula of integrity, trust, and most importantly, experience. Their talented team is made up of Guy, Shelly, Jared, Lisa, Melissa, and Stephanie. They've put in the years helping people buy and sell their homes, and they understand this market. Miller Realty is a trusted legacy business in the Twin Towns. Put their knowledge and experience to work for you. Miller Realty in Breckenridge, a lasting tradition of experience, knowledge, integrity, and trust. Find them online at GuyMillerRealty.com.
Minn Kota Egg Products proudly supports the communities we serve by sponsoring the broadcast of this high school sporting event. When a team takes the field, there is nothing like experience you can count on to produce a winning season. Minn Kota has that experienced team, supported by the latest technology, products, equipment, and information to deliver a winning game plan for your farm. Contact our locations in Breckenridge, Barney, Kent, Wyndmere, Wahpeton, and Colfax. Let our team lead you to a successful farming season.
All right, time to wrap up your... I know I said I was wrapping up the Miller Realty postgame show, but I'm going to say it with a little more conviction now that I actually got the points finalized. I figured out what I did wrong. I actually wrote Piper Janing into 2 different scoring columns. So I was saying she had 6, then I was also saying she had 2, but we'll run through it one more time. Parker Yegi had 20 points, 18 points from Jonica Bernades, 11 from Sydney Roberts, and then we got 9 each from Anna Spear and Ava Janing, and then 6 points from Piper Janing, and 2 points from Mariah Coltis for your 75 for the Breckenridge Cowgirls and their 75-54 victory. And now that we've wrapped up the Miller Realty postgame show, we got all that squared away with now that I'm actually confident in the report. We can start our pregame show, which is brought to you by Red River Grain, serving the local farmer since 1986. And the Breckenridge Cowboys getting set to take on the Parker Rapids Panthers in Game 2 of this doubleheader, which I'm told that they're trying to get it set up where all of these, conference matchups are doubleheaders, and someone pointed out it also saves on the buses, which I never really factored in, having to make different trips out of different places. So I would kind of love to see a lot more of these conference doubleheaders. So they're saying this year is kind of a trial run for it, and then we're going to see if we kind of get more doubleheaders in the future. So I'm a big fan. If you guys are also big fans, I don't really know who you should tell, but tell someone at a different Heart Lakes town or something like that. We need to spread the word. We want all the doubleheaders we can get. But it's time for your power pole ranking, brought to you by Otter Tail Power Company on for conservation. And my apologies, I naturally did not get this all switched over, but I'll just run through it for you. With the boys power pole, we got in the north, Ada Borup at the top of the section. They're number 10 in QRF. 6 straight wins, number 7 in the Minnesota Basketball News poll. Henning Hornets, number 2 in the section, 18-2 on the year, 5-0 in Section 6A play. And then also, my apologies. I'm just going to try to drag the graphic over here. Sorry, folks. I should have had this all ready to rock beforehand, but you guys know me. We kind of just, we do it at our own speed here at KBMW. And for the North Power Pole, once again, Ada Borup at the top. Number 10 in QRF, 16-5 on the year, as I said, 6-2 in Section 6A play. If you're watching on the YouTube stream, we were able to track the graphic down for you. Henning Hornets, as I said, 18-2, 5-0 in the section. And then up next, we got Park Christian Falcons, 17-4 on the year, 9-2 in Section 6A. Hillcrest Lutheran Academy up next, who Breckenridge just narrowly lost to the other night, 14-6 on the year, 14-4 in Section 6A play. And then Norman County East Euland Hitterdall, 12-9 on the year for the 5 spot in Section 6A North. For Section 6A South, West Central area atop this Otter Tail Power Company Power Pole ranking with a 12-8 mark, 7-0 in Section 6A play. Play a pretty tough schedule, though. Border West, 17-3 on the year, 14-2 in Section 6A. Brandon Evansville up next at 11-8, 8-7 in Section 6A play, right ahead of Breckenridge, who's 10-11 on the year. QRF's got them at 62, and they are 6-4 in the section, trying to make that 7-4 tonight. And then the Hancock Owls, 10-10 on the year, 7-6 in Section 6A. And then they're on a 2-game winning streak, by the way. And let's loop back to West Central, who had a 2-game win streak as well, as does Border West. So they also beat up on Breck pretty good, 76-55 earlier this year. So that is a look at your Otter Tail Power Company Power Pole ranking on for conservation. And we'll dive into your injury report, brought to you by CHI St. Francis, doing a little bit of a different order this time around. And the injury report right now, nobody out with an injury, but the Breckenridge Cowboys will be a little shorthanded today. No J.D. Gomez or Jackson Riggs in the lineup, and we'll just let you know that right away, as their bench will be even thinner than usual this time around. So I just wanted to make sure to get you guys in the loop on that one. And then for Park Rapids, Alex Hoot will be out as well. Towards ACL, so a tough break for the junior, as hopefully they'll be able to see him back next year, the junior guard. And then we'll take a quick break here, come back with your not your power pole ranking, obviously ran through that already. We'll do your State Farm stat report, brought to you by the local State Farm agents, Matt and Amanda Frederick. You are listening to the Red River Grain pregame show on B92.7 FM and watching on YouTube at KBMW News Live. Game 2 of the Breckenridge Park Rapids doubleheader coming up shortly.
North Dakota State College of Science is powered by the strong local connections we have with employers, business partners, program advisors, and local business leaders. We're proud to call Wahpeton home. Find out more about how you or your business can support NDSCS by visiting ndscs.edu. That's ndscs.edu.
Getting you back to what you love. We are Optimum Rehab. For over a decade, Dr. Tony Egeman has provided physical therapy services for the people of Wahpeton, Breckenridge, and surrounding communities. We're a small practice that sees our patients as individuals. Through hands-on techniques, our patients have their treatment plans tailored to their exact needs. Sprains, sore muscles, back pain, achy joints, rehab following surgery, you name it. Optimum Rehab is your answer. When you need exceptional physical therapy, you need Optimum Rehab.
What if you could store heat during off-peak hours when electric prices are lowest and use it when you need it? With a heat storage system, you can. Underfloor systems and other options heat your whole home or individual rooms so you can stay comfortable and save. Plus, they're at least 100% efficient, so no energy or dollars are wasted. With Otter Tail Power Company rebates, now's the time to see how you can store, heat, and save. Go to otpco.com/heat storage to get started.
You want what you want. At Quality Toyota, we totally understand that we aren't going to talk you into a car you don't want. Instead, we're here to help you find the car, the color, the options, and the style that you do want. All with a simple, easy, and stress-free approach, because the price listed online or in every windshield is the only price. That way, we can concentrate on getting you the right car. Quality Toyota, West Lincoln Avenue in Fergus Falls. QualityToyota.net. Let's go places.
How much do you really know about insurance? You have to have it, and your family should be covered at all times in case of an accident. What coverage is the best for you? That's where independent insurance agents Tyler Kent and Brad Rivard at Red River Agency Incorporated of Breckenridge can help. They provide all your insurance needs for home, auto, farm, life, commercial, MPCI, and crop hail. It's that easy. Give Tyler Kent or Brad Rivard a call at 643-1623. Red River Agency Incorporated, always by your side. No matter what time of year, a farmer's relationship with Red River Grain never changes. Red River Grain works shoulder to shoulder with area farmers, providing grain and agronomy services to help maximize your farm's potential. Red River Grain has been serving farmers for years with competitive prices and high-quality service. Speak to Brad, Carson, or Tammy for all of your grain and agronomy needs. Red River Grain, East Breckenridge, 643-3738. That's 643-3738, or you can find them online at redrivergrain.com.
Save big this month with Smith Motors in Wahpeton. $30 in rebates on the purchase of 3 AC Delco wiper blades. $20 in rebates on the purchase and installation of select AC Delco Gold batteries. And $15 in rebates on the purchase and installation of 1 AC Delco cabin air filter and 1 engine air filter. Gear up for winter with these exclusive offers. Small town friendly, big town deals. Smith Motors, your certified Chevy and GMC dealership in Wahpeton. Online at smithmotors.com.
And welcome back to the Red River Grain pregame show, serving the local farmers since 1986. Turner Bluffus says they're about to give them another 10 minutes to warm up here, as a doubleheader just moving just a little smidge behind, and Robert Wannick was nice enough to oblige with the HOL standings for this boys matchup, so we can loop back to that power poll ranking. And DGF is at the top of the conference. They're 11-2 in conference play, 15-8 on the year, and Perham 9-3 on the year in conference play, 13-6 overall. Pelican Rapids up next at 8-3. Barnesville's 8-4. Stables Motley 5-6 in the conference. Park Rapids 4-6. Breckenridge is going to try to catch up to them right now, as they are 3-7 in conference play, 10-11 on the year, while Park Rapids is 8-10 overall, but the better conference mark once again. Hawley with 2-10 in conference play. Both of those wins coming against Breckenridge. Bit of a twist of the knife there. 6-15 on the year, and then Frazee 2-11 on the season. Breckenridge got the season sweep in that one though. 9-12 on the year overall record for Frazee. As we, that's kind of the part two of your power poll ranking, brought to you by Otter Tail Power Company. Now on to your State Farm stat report. And might have to do a little bit of an update here, because Hayden Sanchez originally We had everyone got him down for 9 steals. We got to pump the brakes on that. 6 steals would be the more accurate number, along with the 6 points and 2 rebounds. And but still a historic performance. It's enough to get you on the board. Just not as high up on the board as we expected when it was 9 steals, but 6 steals is what the is what the corrected number is. Evidently, Jackson Riggs had 14 points the last go around. Only took 7 shots, so that's very impressive. 4 for 7 from the field, 2 for 3 from the 3-point line, along with 3 rebounds, a pair of steals, and a pair of assists. Cooper Roberts hit double figures as well with 13. 5 for 11 from the field, 4 rebounds, 3 assists, and steal as well. Levi Christensen was limited to 7 points, coming off of a career night, but was doing a great job passing out of the post with 6 dimes, 3 steals, and a trio of rebounds as well. And then Avery Smith coming off the bench for 4 points, 5 boards, and a pair of steals as well. Breckenridge was held to 38% shooting in that low-scoring affair. 25% from 3, 4-16 they went, and then 11 for 15 for the free throw line, so that's an okay percentage there. But, definitely offensive struggles were aplenty in the last go-around. I believe it was like a 19-18 game at the half. Yikes. as if you like a high-scoring basketball game, that definitely wasn't for you. If you like a defensive game, that also might not have been for you. I'm not sure. 53-49, Hillcrest ended up coming out on top in that one. So that is a look at your State Farm Stat Report. Brought to you by the local State Farm agents, Matt and Amanda Frederick. Amanda's got you covered over in Breckenridge. Matt's got you covered over in Wahpeton. And then really quick, we'll hit on your keys to the game, and then we'll take another break here and come back with your starting lineups. And keys to the game brought to you by Smith Motors in Wahpeton. Small town friendly, big town deals. Smith Motors. And you know what? If it's going to be, if I'm going to go with something, it's going to be, I want to see Breckenridge, kind of catch fire from the 3-point line, especially after only knocking down 4 threes last game. I know that's not exactly their MO. I know they're not just loaded with sharpshooters, except Charlie Craychaw when he's on a heater. But I think if everybody can, if a few guys can knock down a few shots early, I think that'll kind of keep the defense honest a little bit here and kind of free them up inside as well. But also, we'll kind of get the guys confidence going up a little bit from the outside, which will carry over, through the rest of this back half of the season as well. So I'm going to see if the Breckenridge Cowboys can catch fire from deep right away here. Doesn't have to be just Craychaw. If Craychaw knocks down every single 3 here in the first half, I'm not going to say that counted. if he has another half where he hits 6 threes like he did earlier this year against Long Prairie, then I'm going to say that doesn't count. So I'm going to see the Cowboys collectively can get going from deep, and then we'll see if that frees up some other stuff. So that's my key to the game, brought to you by Smith Motors in Wahpeton. Small town friendly, big town deals. I know these are never the most exotic keys to the game, but I think it's going to be important. That's actually what I want to see, so I'm going to go with that. But we'll take a quick break here and come back with your starting lineups, which are brought to you by Farmers Union Oil of Southern Valley. You're listening to the Red River Grain pregame show on B92.7 FM and watching on YouTube at KBMW News Live, part of the I3G Sports Network.
Ever notice how every other ad seems to be an insurance company promising to save you money?
What is with these insurance companies?
Hi, this is Matt.
And this is Amanda.
And we're your local State Farm agents.
We're here to debunk all the insurance junk.
What do you really need to know?
What is a fair and competitive price?
Let us make sure you are getting the best bang for your insurance dollar.
And find out why State Farm has been around for over 100 years and remains #1 today.
There's a lot of talk about assisted living facilities in the area, but at Twin Town Villa in Breckenridge, the story really is different. Let me tell you about it. The story at Twin Town Villa is caring eyes looking after the people you love. It's a collection of ears listening to what their residents need. It's the gentle, compassionate action that takes care of those needs. It's real connection that assures you that your family members are never alone. That's just part of the story. Take a tour and see for yourself. Twin Town Villa in Breckenridge.
My name is Christy Baumhart. I am proud to be a part of the school district with dedicated staff, including administration, teachers, paraprofessionals, cooks, and custodians who are kind, caring, compassionate, and committed to the students in our district. They support, respect, and help one another succeed. One thing I am really excited about is the technology available to our students as it enhances their learning experience in the classroom. Not only as an employee, but also as a parent, I know the benefits of having both my children in the Breckenridge School District. Breckenridge Pride. We inspire to excel.
Breckenridge Schools, Breckenridge Pride.
Getting the kids to practice on time. Remembering if it's your day to bring snacks. Making it to the game with a clean jersey. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like whether your kid is going to run toward first or third base. That's simple human sense.
That's Carlson Family Insurance in Wapaton, representing Auto Owners Insurance. Visit Carlson Family Insurance Agency in Wapaton today. Call 672-6002 or on the web at www.cfiagency.com.
Your daughter has the flu. Your son breaks his arm. You need quality medical care you can count on. CHI St. Francis Primary Care Walk-In Clinic. Quality family care. Go to the Primary Care Walk-In Clinic at CHI St. Francis, where there is no appointment necessary. Hours are Monday through Friday, 8 to 7:30 and 9 to 5 on the weekend. Quality care close to home. You get the finest care for home injuries, common illnesses, and emergency service. Virtual visit available. Call 643-0747. We treat you like family. You're one of our own.
What can you do in 30 seconds? Warm up your coffee, tie your shoes, Google, should I get screened for lung cancer? Then actually get screened for lung cancer. If you're a current or former smoker, talk with an Essentia Health provider about your eligibility for a low-dose CT screening, because early-stage lung cancer often has no signs or symptoms. Screening can mean an increased chance of successful treatment. Learn more at essentiahealth.org.
Protect your equipment and get rewarded by purchasing premium Cenex lubricants with Cenex gift cards for gallons. You can earn a $50 Visa gift card for every 100 gallons of Cenex diesel engine oils, tractor hydraulic fluids, gear lubes, and greases purchased between now and through February 29th of 2024. Contact Farmers Union Oil of Southern Valley for qualifying Cenex products and promotion details. Some exclusions apply, and don't forget to ask about the best warranty in the industry, the Cenex Total Protection Plan. Proven durability, powered locally.
B92.7 is KBMW Breckenridge Wapaton.
All the hits from 2KM today.
And welcome back to the Red River Grain pregame show, serving local farmers since 1986. Turnable Office, time for your starting lineups, brought to you by Farmers Union Oil of Southern Valley, providing superior quality products and services while generating a positive return for their patrons. Park Rapids on their senior night go like this. Parker Hunter, a junior, wearing number 5. He plays center for this squad. Ryan Carroll rocking number 10, a senior, who is a forward. Landon Strasburg, a senior guard, along with Carter Hurt, junior, rocking number 22, and another senior, Thomas Lopez, will be running the point. He wears number 34. So we got a point guard wearing 34 and the center wearing 5. You don't always see that swing around. And then Thomas Hartung, another senior who was honored tonight on his senior night, along with Tyler Officer, who is the newest member of the All-Turner name team. Big fan of Tyler Officer. That's awesome. I'm going to make sure to tell him that if he checks into the ball game here. But once again, Park Rapids celebrating their senior night, rocking a couple seniors in their, or 3 seniors in their starting 5, along with a pair of juniors. Breckenridge Cowboys going with their usual starters. Aiden Sanchez, 6'1" sophomore, wearing number 2. Cooper Roberts, wearing number 3. He's a 6'2" junior. And then Levi Christensen, my fellow 5, wearing number 5, obviously, 6'3" junior. And then Charlie Craychaw, number 12, the 5'8" junior. And Connor Ernst, wearing number 13, a sophomore, who's listed at 5'10". Will be running the point for this squad. So that is a look at your starting lineups. Once again, brought to you by Farmers Union Oil of Southern Valley, providing superior quality products and services while generating a positive return for their patrons. We'll take a quick break. You're listening to the Red River Grain pregame show on B92.7 FM.
Big jobs, small jobs, and everything in between. Heidkamp Construction has served commercial and industrial clients in the Southern Valley and beyond since 1982. They are your fully licensed construction company, providing earthwork, paving, structural steel, and more. Need a new concrete parking lot or roofing? How about a new metal building for your farm or business? Call Heidkamp Construction in Wapaton today at 642-5948 for superior construction service you can trust. Call 642-5948. Buying a new home is an exciting experience, but it can be a stressful one too. Miller Realty can help relieve some of that stress with a simple formula of integrity, trust, and most importantly, experience. Their talented team is made up of Guy, Shelly, Jared, Lisa, Melissa, and Stephanie. They've put in the years helping people buy and sell their homes, and they understand this market. Miller Realty is a trusted legacy business in the Twin Towns. Put their knowledge and experience to work for you. Miller Realty in Breckenridge, a lasting tradition of experience, knowledge, integrity, and trust. Find them online at GuyMillerRealty.com.
Welcome back as we wrap up the Red River Grain pregame show. It is time for your opening tip brought to you by North Dakota State College of Science, the science of learning by doing. Cooper Roberts will be jumping it up, and he wins the opening tip. Connor Ernst will bring it up for the Cowboys. Swings over to the left side to Cooper Roberts. Aiden Sanchez now has it on the left wing. Over to Connor Ernst in the half-court circle. Cowboys will be working to the right on your dial, while Park Rapids working to the left. They come out in a 2-3 zone to start this off. Cooper Roberts looking to attack it. Goes with a little fadeaway jumper off the mark. My apologies. That is Strasburg bringing up the ball for Park Rapids. Panthers 8-10 on the year. Cowboys 10-10 thus far. Swung over to the top of the key to Strasburg. Strasburg with a nice pick and roll action. Layup is up and one. Hunter into the scoring column. Parker Hunter is fouled by Aiden Sanchez. Once again was swiping steals like a madman last game. Had half a dozen on the night. The lefty's shot is up and off the mark. Rebounded by the Panthers, though. So I'll get another shot at this possession. Three-pointer is up and way off the mark. Rebounded by Cooper Roberts. Roberts to Connor Ernst. Ernst surveys the 2-3 zone he's lining up against. It's over to Aiden Sanchez on the left side of the floor. Connor Ernst now has it. Over to the right side to Charlie Craychaw. Feeds it into Cooper Roberts, who goes to that spin move. They're going to call a charge. Cooper Roberts, the last time around it was the spin moves that were giving the Cowboys so much trouble, but that was because of travels, not because of offensive fouls. So, bit of a familiar sting for the Cowboys. Park Rapids up 2-0 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard, a minute and a half into the ball game, and now it'll be 4-0 off a nice pick and roll feed. And that was Ryan Carroll. Swung over to the left side of the floor to Aiden Sanchez. He drives baseline, jumps up, and throws it away to Thomas Lopez. Lopez looking to get an easy bucket in transition. Cooper Roberts with the contest and out of bounds off of the Panthers. Head coach Jordan Christensen saying, let's slow it down. Get our poise back here real quick. Yeah, you guys know I'm paraphrasing because my microphone can probably pick up what Jordan's saying. I'm so close to the action. Connor Ernst crosses the timeline. And they go down low to Aiden Sanchez, who gets his defender to jump and will lay it up for two with the contact. 4-2 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard off the Aiden Sanchez layup. And Sanchez got laid out on that one. They outlawed that in football. You can't do blindside blocks in football anymore, so got to know that probably carries over to basketball too, as Parker Hunter picks up the foul. So turnover, Panthers. 2-3 zone is what they're sticking with. They swing it over to the left wing to Cooper Roberts. Levi Christensen dribbles inside, kicks it out to Roberts. Roberts with a nice dribble kick out to Charlie Craychaw, who swings it up to Connor Ernst. Delivers a bounce pass over to Cooper Roberts, who swings it to Charlie Craychaw. Craychaw lets the three rip off the mark, and Aiden Sanchez tried hauling in the rebound, but out of bounds off of Sanchez. 4-2 score on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Park Rapids in the lead on their home floor to start off, in game two of this doubleheader, which is running just a little bit behind. I think the game started about an hour behind schedule. Swung over to the left wing. No complaints from me. Lopez with a nice drop off down low. And they're going to call a travel on Carroll. Back-to-back turnovers on him. Or my apologies, that was Parker Hunter. 15:05 left to go in this opening half on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Connor Ernst brings it up for the Cowboys. Ernst delivers it to Aiden Sanchez in the right slot. They're sending Charlie Craychaw through to the left corner. Gets it in there, feeds it into Cooper Roberts. Roberts goes to that baby hook off the mark. And rebounded by the Panthers. Connor Ernst is able to deflect the pass down the court, and then Charlie Craychaw was also trying to get in on the defensive fun, but ends up picking up the foul. Cowboys already up to 3 team fouls. Charlie Craychaw, Aiden Sanchez, and Cooper Roberts each getting tagged with a foul. Lopez swings it over to Carroll. Carroll kicks out to the right wing, and it goes right off of his teammate's hands. Carter Hurt wasn't able to hang on to that. Out of bounds. Head coach Jeb Sanford for Park Rapids. Marking out some adjustments for his Panther squad. Craychaw drops it into Levi Christensen. He's got a double team coming his way. Someone's got to come help him out. He dribbles out of it, though. Feeds it up to Charlie Craychaw. Cooper Roberts fires it into Christensen. Christensen goes to that jump stop that he loves so much and lays it in for 2. And head coach Jordan Christensen going to take a timeout right after his brother was able to get a bucket down low. And we got a 4-4 ball game. 14:06 left to play on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard in this opening half. You're listening to Breckenridge Basketball on B92.7 FM and watching on YouTube at KBMW News Live, part of the I3G Sports Network.
North Dakota State College of Science is powered by the strong local connections we have with employers, business partners, program advisors, and local business leaders. We're proud to call Wahpeton home. Find out more about how you or your business can support NDSCS by visiting ndscs.edu. That's ndscs.edu.
All right, after that high camp construction timeout, we are back. We got a 4-4 ball game, 14:06 left to go in this opening half. Head coach Jordan Christensen with a few adjustments he wanted to nail down real quick here with a 30-second timeout. Cowboys coming out in a zone of their own. They drop it into the left corner. Aiden Sanchez coming out to close out on the left slot. Now into the free throw line area, and that is nailed for 2 by Carroll. His second bucket of the night. 6-4 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. 13:35 left to go in this opening half. Charlie Craychaw has it. Now they drop it into the short corner to Aiden Sanchez. Kicks it out to the right wing to Connor Ernst. Now to Cooper Roberts, who goes right back to Sanchez, who puts up a little short corner jumper, but off the mark. Park Rapids pushing some tempo, trying to beat the zone down the floor. Kicked it out to an open shooter in the left corner, and shot rattles out. Rebounded by Park Rapids, and Carroll lays it in for his 3rd bucket of the game. 8-4 lead on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard, and Lopez picks off a pass on the ensuing Breckenridge possession. 3-pointer is up and off the mark. Rebounded by Aiden Sanchez. Ernst brings up the ball, gets it over to Charlie Craychaw on the right side of the floor. Cooper Roberts now has it. Craychaw swings it over to the left side to Ernst. Craychaw looking to the high post. Instead, will go to the right wing. Cooper Roberts fires it to the high post area. Levi Christensen dives down, has his shot blocked. Crashed well, but Park Rapids played that perfectly. Thomas Lopez skips it over to the left side of the floor. Ball screen coming. Drive inside. Carroll's going to line up a 3 and knock it down. Kid is on fire. He's got 9 of his squad's 11 points. 11-4 lead on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Avery Smith getting ready to check in for his first action. Cooper Roberts fires it to Levi Christensen in the left elbow area. Christensen telling his teammate to dive. Sanchez stays on the perimeter, though. Connor Ernst swings it to Charlie Craychaw in the right corner. Breckenridge having trouble against the zone. Aiden Sanchez goes to the baseline floater and does not get the favorable roll. Levi Christensen with the rebound and lay. 11-6 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Strasburg running the point this time around. Swings it over to the left wing to Carter Hurt. And a nice little drop-off pass down low for the layup. 13-6 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. After the nice layup from Parker Hunter, Levi Christensen has it once again in the post area. Whole defense collapses and is able to tie it up. Oh, actually, it's going to be a foul away from the ball, it looks like. Oh, my apologies. Levi Christensen getting the foul. Sometimes my view gets obstructed here. Meanwhile, I got the best seat in the house, so I'm not complaining, that is for sure, but I'm just saying. Caleb Albertson in for his first action of the day along with Avery Smith. Avery Smith will pick up the point. The top of this 1-3-1 it looks like they're running. Swung out to the left wing. Now back up to Strasburg near the top of the key. Kicked out to an open Lopez, who drills the three. 16-6 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Avery Smith gets it up to Charlie Craychaw. Smith swings it to Connor Ernst. Gets in the left corner to Albertson. They just keep swinging around the zone. Avery Smith over to Charlie Craychaw, trying to stop the bleeding with a three. Off the mark. It's again 16-6 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Park Rapids has scored the last 5. Lopez gets it to Carroll. Swings it over to the left side of the floor for 3 from Strasburg. His shot is off the mark and rebounded by Park Rapids. They kick it out to the perimeter. They drop it over to Lopez on the right side. Has it almost stolen away from Ernst. But instead they keep it alive. Lopez has it. Swings to the left side of the floor to Strasburg. Strasburg drops into the post area. Size mismatch. They go to it. And that'll lead to an offensive rebound and 2 more. Carroll up to 11 points here. 18-6 Park Rapids lead on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Ernst has the ball on the right wing. Cowboys need to get something going offensively. Charlie Craychaw now has it in the left corner, drives inside, and they're going to say he stepped out of bounds. So a tough turnover here for Breck. As they trail by 12, Levi Christensen and Aiden Sanchez coming in to try to bring some sort of offense. Christensen's got 4 points. Aiden's got the other 2, so Cowboys bringing back in the only offensive production they have so far. 9:40 left to go on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard in this opening half. Cowboys down 18-6 out the gate. Avery Smith with that signature lockdown defense forces the turnover and then picks up his dribble at the right block and is able to draw the foul. 2 free throws coming, and it almost got the N1. But we'll have to settle for a pair of free throws instead. Aiden Sanchez and Avery Smith teamed up for that teamed up for that trap. I think Smith is the one who came up with the steal. Avery Smith going to give his team some offensive life. Knocks down the first one. After a 7-0 run. (18-7). Smith's next free throw is up and off the mark to the left. So 1 for 2 trip. Strasburg crosses the timeline. Swings it to the right side of the floor to Lopez. Back to Strasburg. Strasburg over to the left wing to Thomas Hartung. Checked in the ball game a little bit ago. Caleb Albertson making the heads-up defensive play to wrap it up for the jump ball, and he'll stay with Park Rapids. 9:10 left to go in this opening half on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Swung out to the left corner to Strasburg, who was left wide open, but Breckenridge not able to haul in the rebound out of bounds off of the Cowboys. 11-point game. Park Rapids coming out and playing some fire on senior night. They go down low, kicked out to the left corner, and thrown out of bounds. That was a rocket. Almost nailed assistant coach Brendan Dahlgren over there. Mind her own business. Avery Smith will bring the ball up. 18-7 Park Rapids lead on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Levi Christensen trying to go to work, drops it into Aiden Sanchez in the left corner. Loves that sidestep three, and he knocks it down. Off of the Christensen feed. Once again, he had 6 dimes last game. 18-10. Breckenridge cuts the deficit back to single digits. Hartsung with Avery Smith guarding. Drops it in the left corner and gets tied up for another jump ball. This time it goes to the Cowboys. On the floor for Breckenridge, we got Caleb Albertson, Avery Smith, Aiden Sanchez, Levi Christensen, and Cooper Roberts. Cowboys scored back-to-back buckets. They're cutting this lead even more as Avery Smith goes to that shot fake and hasn't really shown he's a threat out there yet, so I'm not 100% sure if the scouting report's really helping him out there, but ends up throwing it away, and Aiden Sanchez picks up foul number 2. Definitely an ill-advised foul on the full court, and he'll get a breather here for at least a few minutes. I think they might be comfortable enough rolling with him with 2 fouls. But probably when we get closer to about the 4-minute mark, but we'll see. Charlie Craychaw back into the game. His squad down by 8, 18-10. 8 minutes left to play on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. And Avery Smith, once again, swiping a steal, but it got swiped right back. And 3-pointers up from the left corner, and good. That was Strasburg on the triple. Swung over to Levi Christensen. Christensen will attack the right baseline and try dropping it off to a cutting player, but off the mark. And now Avery Smith somehow comes up with a loose ball. That was just kind of a chaotic sequence. About 3 different guys somehow got their hands on that one, and Charlie Craychaw almost had it stolen away. Cooper Roberts skip pass over to the left corner. Caleb Albertson swings it to Avery Smith. Smith to Albertson in the left corner. Levi Christensen. And Cooper Roberts has it on the right wing. Almost has it stripped free and drops it down to Levi Christensen, who's wide open for 2. Nice feed there from Roberts and a nice finish from Christensen. 21-12 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. And another corner 3 from Strasburg is up. Sails this one. Tracked down for a rebound by Avery Smith. Smith over to Craychaw. Gets it to Cooper Roberts. Roberts skip pass to Avery Smith, who ends up not being able to handle it, and it goes out of bounds. 21-12 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Breckenridge trailing Park Rapids as Logan Church will get his first action of the ball game, along with Connor Ernst. So it looks like kind of a lot of, got a few guys who are kind of more known for their defense out here, so either Charlie Craychaw is going to have to catch fire from deep, or Levi Christensen is going to have to really do some heavy lifting here. And they get it into the right elbow area, and some great footwork to free himself up, but blows the layup. Parker Hunter is able to draw the foul. They're going to say that is on the floor on Avery Smith. 21-12, Park Rapids in the lead on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Breckenridge Cowgirls picked up a nice win here in the first half of this doubleheader. Shot is off the mark, but nobody goes to track down the offense, or nobody goes to track down the rebound. So a tough break there for the Cowboys. That's the tough part about being in zone. You got to know how to rebound out of the zone, as Connor Ernst tries to do just that. Side up for a jump ball, Panther ball. Cooper Roberts coming back into the ball game. Still looking for his first points, so a quiet start for Roberts. They'd love to see him get going. Because right now it's kind of Levi Christensen's got 6, Aiden Sanchez has got 5, and besides that, they just got 1 free throw. Coming courtesy of Avery Smith. 21-12 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Spin move there, and then dropped off for a mid-range jumper. And Carroll continues his hot start. 23-12 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Now we got a foul call on Parker Hunter. So 23-12 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Checking in for his first action, Tyler Officer. Officer heading in the ball game for Parker Hunter. 5:58 left to go on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Connor Ernst bringing the ball up for the Cowboys. Swings over to Logan Church on the left side. Back over to Ernst on the right side. Swings it to Charlie Craychaw, who has not scored yet. They're looking for a mismatch down low. Levi Christensen gets it in the post. Tries to get to that left block and draws the foul. And Aiden Sanchez coming into the game. About a minute 40 earlier than I predicted, but it's coming back in nonetheless. Christensen, leading scorer so far for Breck with 6. First lefty free throw is up and leaves it short. Logan Church checks out of the game. So all 5 starters back out there for the Cowboys. Christensen looking to make a 1-for-2 trip, and he does. Nothing but net. 23-13 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Strasburg trying to force him left. Really favors that right hand. Aiden Sanchez at the top of this 1-3-1. And ends up going between the Park Rapids players' legs and out of bounds off the Panthers. 23-13 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Carroll has actually matched Breckenridge's point total thus far. And we got a timeout taken by the Cowboys. Actually, it might be on Park Rapids. Apologies. But you're listening to Cowboy Basketball on B92.7 FM and watching on YouTube at KBMW News Live. Breck trails 23-13.
Getting you back to what you love. We are Optimum Rehab. For over a decade, Dr. Tony Egeman has provided physical therapy services for the people of Wahpeton, Breckenridge, and surrounding communities. We're a small practice that sees our patients as individuals. Through hands-on techniques, our patients have their treatment plans tailored to their exact needs. Sprains, sore muscles, back pain, achy joints, rehab following surgery, you name it. Optimum Rehab is your answer. When you need exceptional physical therapy, you need Optimum Rehab.
What if you could store heat during off-peak hours when electric prices are lowest and use it when you need it? With a heat storage system, you can. Underfloor systems and other options heat your whole home or individual rooms so you can stay comfortable and save. Plus, they're at least 100% efficient, so no energy or dollars are wasted. With Otter Tail Power Company rebates, now's the time to see how you can store, heat, and save. Go to otpco.com/heat storage to get started.
And welcome back. After that high-camp construction timeout, we got a 23-13 ball game. Breckenridge trailing Park Rapids in a big Section 6A matchup. Cooper Roberts looking to go to work with that footwork, and he turns around and drops it in for 2. 23-15 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. And Aiden Sanchez is able to force the turnover with his deflections, and Cooper Roberts, the recipient of the steal, is going to try to make it back-to-back buckets and almost got the N1, but will settle for a pair of free throws. Trying to get Roberts going out of the timeout, and love the aggressiveness. Can't be wasting a nice 6'5", 6'5" athlete who can also provide some guard skills. So want to get him going all the time, and misses the free throw. But it's been a not so great start to the game at the stripe for the Cowboys. Kind of sticking with that theme from the Cowgirls last game. 2 for 5 at the line so far for Breckenridge. And now 2 for 6 after the 0 for 2 trip. Park Rapids, with 4:55 left to play in this opening half, they lead by 8. Aiden Sanchez, once again, trying to force his man left. Strasburg doesn't seem as comfortable going that way, but is able to handle the pressure. Lopez with a nice kick over to the left wing. They attack the closeout, and Levi Christensen might have got away with a bit of a foul there, but Park Christensen was able to track down the long rebound. Kicked out to the right corner for 3, and rattled in by Lopez. His second triple. 26-15 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Cooper Roberts goes to Levi Christensen in the post. Double team comes. Has Charlie Craychaw in the corner if he wants it. Craychaw is able to throw it over to Roberts. Pass was tipped, but Roberts back out to Ernst. Ernst to Craychaw. Feeds it, tries feeding Levi Christensen, but it's picked off. Christensen hounding his man up the floor. Kicked out to the perimeter. They're looking for an open shot. Strasburg goes to that spin move. Kicked out to the right corner to Lopez. Back out to the perimeter. Strasburg kicks out to an open shooter. And knocked down for three is Carter Hurt into the scoring column. Back-to-back triples makes it a 14-point ball game. 29-15 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard as Hurt tips this one out of bounds. 14-point advantage for the Panthers on their senior night. Cowboys trying to spoil it. Aiden Sanchez inbounds it to Charlie Krejci, who swings it to Cooper Roberts. Roberts fires it into the paint to Levi Christensen. Christensen playing some bully ball down there and is drawing the foul in the process. Went 1 for 2 on his last trip at the stripe. 3:30 left to go on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard in this first half. Once again, Cowboys off to a 2 for 6 start, making it a 2 for 7 start at the stripe. Levi Christensen with 7 points to lead his squad. And 0 for 2 trip. Cowboys missed their last 4, but Connor Ernst is able to track down the rebound. Aiden Sanchez with the right-handed finish on the left side is off the mark. Swung over to the left side. Hurt drives inside for 2 and lays it in. Park Rapids on an 8-0 run. Connor Ernst over to Cooper Roberts. Roberts fires it into the elbow and then kicked. Christensen was looking for Aiden Sanchez, diving off of the zone, collapsing. And we got a full timeout taken by the Cowboys as they trail 31-15. You're listening to Cowboy Basketball on B92.7 FM and watching on YouTube at KBMW News Live. Part of the I3G Sports Network. This timeout brought to you by High Camp Construction once again.
You want what you want. At Quality Toyota, we totally understand that we aren't going to talk you into a car you don't want. Instead, we're here to help you find the car, the color, the options, and the style that you do want. All with a simple, easy, and stress-free approach, because the price listed online or in every windshield is the only price. That way, we can concentrate on getting you the right car. Quality Toyota, West Lincoln Avenue in Fergus Falls. QualityToyota.net. Let's go places.
How much do you really know about insurance? You have to have it, and your family should be covered at all times in case of an accident. What coverage is the best for you? That's where independent insurance agents Tyler Kent and Brad Rivard at Red River Agency Incorporated of Breckenridge can help. They provide all your insurance needs for home, auto, farm, life, commercial, MPCI, and crop hail. It's that easy. Give Tyler Kent or Brad Rivard a call at 643-1623. Red River Agency Incorporated, always by your side.
Welcome back after that High Camp Construction timeout. We got a 31-15 ball game on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. And Cooper Roberts off the inbound, drops it in for 2. So a well-designed inbound play. Finally stops the bleeding after the 8-0 run. 31-17 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Cowboys love to get this to say, oh, and that is as open of a look as you're going to get. A little bit of a miscommunication there. And Hurt gets a layup that I think yours truly would have even been able to lay in. 33-17 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Connor Ernst has it. Swings over to Aiden Sanchez. And three-pointers up from Sanchez. And they're going to call a foul on one of the Park Rapids players. And both teams were sitting on 6 team fouls, so we knew someone was about to hit the 1-and-1. And here it comes with 2:29 left to go in this opening half. 33-17, Breckenridge trails Avery Smith, who went 1 for 2 on his last trip. Don't look now, but the Cowboys have missed 4 consecutive free throws by my count. And make it 5. Tough break for the Cowboys. 33-17 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Shooting like the Nuggets did last game when we got to see Breckenridge play against them a couple games ago, I should say. It ended up being, they were shot like 8 of 23 in the first half. Oof. And nice little step through and lay in for 2 by Hunter. Just like that, we got an 18-point game. 35-17 is the Cowboys getting doubled up on. Cooper Roberts swings it over. to Sanchez on the right side. Sanchez back over to Roberts. Roberts to Connor Ernst. Ernst. Roberts near the top of the key. Fakes the dribble handoff. Sanchez has it. They got 10 seconds to work with on the shot clock. Got to get to work. Cooper Roberts has it on the right wing. Puts up a tough mid-range jumper and rebounded by Park Rapids. And they had Hurt leaking out for the open look, and he ends up missing it. Rebounded by Roberts. Roberts feeds it up to Aiden Sanchez. Sanchez comes to a jump stop. Skip pass over to the left corner. Connor Ernst keeping it in balance. Now over to the left corner to Ernst. Ernst to Avery Smith. Smith swings it over to Cooper Roberts. Drops it to Aiden Sanchez in the right corner, and Levi Christensen wasn't looking for the pass. And I'm not sure if that got tipped, so that might have been over and back, but Lopez might have touched it. They got 4 seconds to work with on the shot clock. Avery Smith with a nice step through, ends up missing the layup. Aiden Sanchez follows it. He misses the layup as well. Cowboys struggling offensively, trailing by 18, and now it could be 21 after this corner three, and it is. Strasburg hits from three for the second time in the night. 38-17 score on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Levi Christensen has it in the left elbow area. Drops it off to Cooper Roberts. His layup is off the mark. Park Christian pushing the tempo. Carroll over to Strasburg on the left side of the floor. Strasburg directing traffic. Squad with a big lead, and he gets a three-pointer to go, but he misses it, but is fouled. So 3 free throws coming for Strasburg. With 21 seconds left in the first half, another tough break. Currently a 7-0 run for the Panthers as they add to it with the first free throw. Free throw number 2 for Landon Strasburg. Off the mark. He's got 7 points. And into the ball game. Number 3, Thomas Hartung. Got another player checking in for his first action. Got to make sure to double check the number. Free throws off the mark, so a 1 for 3 trip. Connor Ernst bring it up. His squad down by 22. They're going to hold for one here. 10 seconds left on the game clock for the first half. Connor Ernst has the ball, tries throwing it down to Cooper Roberts. I think he might have been looking for a lob there, and Roberts got held up by the defense and was not there to grab it, out of bounds. 39-17. Park Rapids going to try to get one more bucket here before the half. Hurt will bring it up. Carter Hurt trying to get past Avery Smith. Step back 3 on the left side is off the mark. And that'll send it into halftime. Cowboys trail 39-17 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Take a quick break. Come back with your Minn Kota Ag Products halftime show. You are listening to Breckenridge Basketball on B92.7 FM and watching on YouTube at KBMW News Live, part of the i3G Sports Network.
No matter what time of year, a farmer's relationship with Red River Grain never changes. Red River Grain works shoulder to shoulder with area farmers, providing grain and agronomy services to help maximize your farm's potential. Red River Grain has been serving farmers for years with competitive prices and high-quality service. Speak to Brad, Carson, or Tammy for all of your grain and agronomy needs. Red River Grain, East Breckenridge, 643-3738. That's 643-3738, or you can find them online at redrivergrain.com.
Save big this month with Smith Motors in Wapaton. $30 in rebates on the purchase of 3 AC Delco wiper blades. $20 in rebates on the purchase and installation of select AC Delco gold batteries. And $15 in rebates on the purchase and installation of 1 AC Delco cabin air filter and 1 engine air filter. Gear up for winter with these exclusive offers. Small town friendly, big town deals. Smith Motors, your certified Chevy and GMC dealership in Wapaton. Online at smithmotors.com.
Ever notice how every other ad seems to be an insurance company promising to save you money?
What is with these insurance companies?
Hi, this is Matt.
And this is Amanda.
And we're your local State Farm agents.
We're here to debunk all the insurance junk.
What do you really need to know?
What is a fair and competitive price?
Let us make sure you are getting the best bang for your insurance dollar.
And find out why State Farm has been around for over 100 years and remains #1 today.
You know, there's a lot of talk about assisted living facilities in the area, But at Twin Town Villa in Breckenridge, the story really is different. Let me tell you about it. The story at Twin Town Villa is caring eyes looking after the people you love. It's a collection of ears listening to what their residents need. It's the gentle, compassionate action that takes care of those needs. It's real connection that assures you that your family members are never alone. That's just part of the story. Take a tour and see for yourself. Twin Town Villa in Breckenridge.
Breckenridge Schools, Breckenridge pride, inspiring to excel.
My name is Christy Baumhart. I am proud to be a part of the school district with dedicated staff, including administration, teachers, paraprofessionals, cooks, and custodians who are kind, caring, compassionate, and committed to the students in our district. They support, respect, and help one another succeed. One thing I am really excited about is the technology available to our students as it enhances their learning experience in the classroom. Not only as an employee, but also as a parent, I know the benefits of having both my children in the Breckenridge School District. Breckenridge Pride. We inspire to excel.
Breckenridge Schools, Breckenridge pride, inspiring to excel.
Getting the kids to practice on time. Remembering if it's your day to bring snacks. Making it to the game with a clean jersey. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like whether your kid is going to run toward first or third base. That's simple human sense.
That's Carlson Family Insurance in Wapaton, representing Auto Owners Insurance. Visit Carlson Family Insurance Agency in Wapaton today. Call 672-6002 or on the web at www.cfiagency.com. Welcome to the Mincut Ag Products Halftime Show, your number one grain marketing and production agriculture supply company. Turn office with your State Farm Stat Report, brought to you by the local State Farm agents, Matt and Amanda Frederick. We got 5 guys in the scoring column for Park Christian, all 5 of their starters scoring. And then for Breckenridge, 4 guys getting in the scoring column as the Cowboys trail 39-17 here at the half. If you're able to see that on your on the scoreboard here, if you're watching on the video stream. And I'll run through the State Farm Stat Report now, as promised. We got 13 points, almost as many as the Cowboys had, from number 10, Ryan Carroll, who was busy down low for sure. Also knocked down a triple, though, but he has 5 makes down low, has no free throw attempts. 7 points apiece from Landon Strasburg and Carter Hurt. And then we got 6 apiece from Parker Hunter and Thomas Lopez as well. And I got 6 triples for this squad. And remember when I did the keys of the game saying I wanted Breckenridge to catch fire from downtown? They got 1 triple, so they didn't listen to me. But Levi Christensen, 6 points. And the free throws have what has been a real struggle for this squad, as I got them for 2 for 9 to start off this ball game. So definitely a struggle from the line at this point. 7 points once again from Levi Christensen. 4 points from 5 points from Aiden Sanchez, who has a 2-pointer and a triple. Cooper Roberts has 4 points, missed both of his free throw tries. Then Avery Smith has 1 point, 1 for 4 at the free throw line. And the leading rebounder, I got Aiden Sanchez for 2 rebounds. And also Cooper Roberts has 2 rebounds. I only have 7 rebounds for them as a team collectively. I'm not sure how many Park Rapids has to counter, but I know that I only keep track of the Breckenridge rebounds. I can only keep track of so much. But yeah, 7 rebounds in the first half. It's going to be a struggle for sure. So we'll see if they can improve on that when we come back for half number 2. Mincut Ag Products Halftime Show continues. You're listening to Cowboy Basketball on B92.7 FM and watching on YouTube at KBMW News Live, part of the I3G Sports Network.
Your daughter has the flu. Your son breaks his arm. You need quality medical care you can count on. CHI St. Francis Primary Care Walk-In Clinic. Quality family care. Go to the Primary Care Walk-In Clinic at CHI St. Francis, where there is no appointment necessary. Hours are Monday through Friday, 8 to 7:30 and 9 to 5 on the weekend. Quality care close to home. You get the finest care for home injuries, common illnesses, and emergency service. Virtual visit available. Call 643-0747. We treat you like family. You're one of our own.
What can you do in 30 seconds? Warm up your coffee, tie your shoes, Google, should I get screened for lung cancer? then actually get screened for lung cancer. If you're a current or former smoker, talk with an Essentia Health provider about your eligibility for a low-dose CT screening, because early-stage lung cancer often has no signs or symptoms. Screening can mean an increased chance of successful treatment. Learn more at essentiahealth.org.
Protect your equipment and get rewarded by purchasing premium Cenex lubricants with Cenex gift cards for gallons. You can earn a $50 Visa gift card for every 100 gallons of Cenex diesel engine oils, tractor hydraulic fluids, gear lubes, and greases purchased between now and through February 29th of 2024. Contact Farmers Union Oil of Southern Valley for qualifying Cenex products and promotion details. Some exclusions apply, and don't forget to ask about the best warranty in the industry, the Cenex Total Protection Plan. Proven durability, powered locally.
Big jobs, small jobs, and everything in between. Heidkamp Construction has served commercial and industrial clients in the Southern Valley and beyond since 1982. They are your fully licensed construction company, providing earthwork, paving, structural steel, and more. Need a new concrete parking lot or roofing? How about a new metal building for your farm or business? Call Heidkamp Construction in Wapton today at 642-5948 for superior construction service you can trust. Call 642-5948. Buying a new home is an exciting experience, but it can be a stressful one too. Miller Realty can help relieve some of that stress with a simple formula of integrity, trust, and most importantly, experience. Their talented team is made up of Guy, Shelly, Jared, Lisa, Melissa, and Stephanie. They've put in the years helping people buy and sell their homes, and they understand this market. Miller Realty is a trusted legacy business in the Twin Towns. Put their knowledge and experience to work for you. Miller Realty in Breckenridge, a lasting tradition of experience, knowledge, integrity, and trust. Find them online at GuyMillerRealty.com.
Minn Kota Egg Products proudly supports the communities we serve by sponsoring the broadcast of this high school sporting event. When a team takes the field, there is nothing like experience you can count on to produce a winning season. Minn Kota has that experienced team, supported by the latest technology, products, equipment, and information to deliver a winning game plan for your farm. Contact our locations in Breckenridge, Barney, Kent, Wyndmere, Wapton, and Colfax. Let our team lead you to a successful farming season.
North Dakota State College of Science is powered by the strong local connections we have with employers, business partners, program advisors, and local business leaders. We're proud to call Wahpeton home. Find out more about how you or your business can support NDSCS by visiting ndscs.edu. That's ndscs.edu.
Welcome back to the Minn Kota Ag Products Halftime Show, your number one grain marketing and production agriculture supply company. And for all the fans back at home, maybe you want to hear some good news. Well, I don't think you're going to get it here for the boys' game, but you know what? We can loop back and tell you about how the girls' game went, as the Cowgirls won 75-54 to open up this doubleheader. Parker Yagi led the way with 20 points. Right alongside her was Jonica Bernardes with 18. 11 from Sydney Roberts, and then 9 apiece from Ava Janing and Anna Spear. 6 from Piper Janing as well, and then 2 from Mariah Coltis. So just thought I'd run through that for you so we can think of better times in Breckenridge basketball, you know, as they are struggling here in the first half, but still, or after one half, but still obviously a lot of game left to go. 22 points, you know. Teams have come back from a lot more. 39-17 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. And, you know, I think we're going to go back to my three-point point. You know, if they can get going from downtown, they'll be in good shape here, especially going up against a 2-3 zone. Man, I had some coaches, and if you were not stroking against a 2-3 zone, they would bring it up in practice about 19 times. Is JJ Jannings, shout out if you're watching this, or if any of JJ's loved ones are watching this, make sure to know that every time I see a zone, I assume you should automatically kill that zone with three-pointers, because J.J. Jading hammered that home so hard when we were growing up. So shout out to him. Hope he's doing well. But that'll do it for the Minn Kota Ag Products Halftime Show, your number one grain marketing and production agriculture supply company. Cowboys down 39-17. We'll get the ball to start the second half. No, I said that like a football thing, but Aiden Sanchez will be inbounding it to Connor Ernst. Ernst over to Aiden Sanchez on the left side of the floor. Drops it down to Cooper Roberts, trying to get him going to start off the second half. He gets his own rebound and then gets fouled. Cooper Roberts looking to add to his 4 points and improve on his free throw shooting, where he was 0 for 2 in the opening half. Roberts knocks down the first. On the floor for the Cowboys sticking with their same starters. Christensen, Ernst, Roberts, Sanchez, and Crayjaw. 1 for 2 trip as Connor Ernst tries to haul down the rebound, but Park Rapids is able to come away with it, and they were off and running. And a little too fast, they were off and running. They ended up throwing it out of bounds. And if you guys got your ears turned on and can hear when the microphone picks up, run it again. Head coach Jordan Christensen says. Cowboys get over to Connor Ernst for an open triple, and he knocks it down. Connor Ernst must have heard me talk about our keys to the game, trying to get him going from three-point land. Only the second three of the game for the Cowboys, who've scored the first 4 points to open up this half, but Hurt tries coming back with a three of his own, rebounded by Levi Christensen. Cooper Roberts swings it over to Charlie Crayjaw, who has not scored yet. Crayjaw drops in Levi Christensen in the short corner. Christensen with a nice hop step through, and he lays it up for 2. 9 points for Levi Christensen. Just like that, the Cowboys cut it down to 16. Cowboys coming out with some fire here to start the second half. Strasburg, Sanchez guarding. Swings over to Hurt in the left wing and turned over. Connor Ernst comes away with the steal, trying to spark his squad. Ernst swings it to Aiden Sanchez. He's got 2 defenders on him. Drops into Cooper Roberts, who's going to try to back down the defender. Kicks it out to Sanchez. Sanchez decides to turn down the shot and goes inside, and he'll get called for a travel. So after the travel call, 39-23 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. 16 and a half left to go in the ballgame. Cowboys going with their full court press. Ernst, Sanchez, and Crayjaw applying the pressure. And Hurt, the nice little drop down. Swung out to the perimeter to Strasburg. Strasburg fires it in, and a nice little post-to-post touch, and Hunter is fouled. So Parker Hunter looking to get the first points of the second half. He's 0 for 1 so far at the stripe. Cowboys with a 6-0 run to start off the second half, showing some life. With 16-14 left to go in this doubleheader. Missed the first free throw to Parker Hunter. Still looking for his first make at the stripe. 0 for 2. Foul was on Levi Christensen, by the way, his second of the night. Free throws up, and this one rattles in. 1 for 2 trip. Cowboys going right to work. Aiden Sanchez crosses the timeline. Over to Connor Ernst on the left side of the floor. Back to Sanchez on the right side. And turned over. Oh, almost turned over. And then it is a turnover. Charlie Crayjaw, a little stronger with the ball. 40-23 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Avery Smith was going to check into the game, but said, never mind, we're going to stick with what we got. Strasburg trying to break the press, and they end up throwing it away. Cooper Roberts with the steal. Roberts dribbles over to the left wing. Spins past one defender, drops it off to Levi Christensen. It goes to that signature hop step, and it's fouled. 2 free throws coming for Levi Christensen. Avery Smith checking into the ball game. Levi Christensen 1 for 4 at the stripe in the opening half. His first free throw of the second half is good. Avery Smith checks in. And we got a timeout taken by Park Rapids, as the Cowboys have come out with a 7-1 run to start off the second half. Cuts the lead to 16. You are listening to Cowboy Basketball on B92.7 FM and watching on YouTube at KBMW News Live, part of the i3G Sports Network. This timeout brought to you by Highcam Construction.
What if you could store heat during off-peak hours when electric prices are lowest and use it when you need it? With a heat storage system, you can. Underfloor systems and other options heat your whole home or individual rooms so you can stay comfortable and save. Plus, they're at least 100% efficient, so no energy or dollars are wasted. With Otter Tail Power Company rebates, now's the time to see how you can store, heat, and save. Go to otpco.com/heat storage to get started.
And welcome back. After that high camp construction timeout, Breckenridge trying to cut into this lead as they trail 40-24 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. And 1-for-2 trip from Levi Christensen. 16-point game, 15:42 left to go on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Game 2 of this Breckenridge Park Rapids doubleheader. Hurt launches the floater and puts a little too much on it. Cooper Roberts hauls down the rebound. Roberts swings over to Connor Ernst, who's hit from deep once this half. Levi Christensen with a very nice drop off to Cooper Roberts for 2. Cooper Roberts cuts it to 14. Swung over to the left side to Hurt, and now Lopez has it on the right wing. And a nice drop down and laid in for 2 to Carroll. Carroll's first points of the second half. He's got 15 on the night. Levi Christensen getting in the right block, going right to work, steps through on the left side. And they're going to call an offensive foul. They're going to say he hooked him. I think Christensen got called for that in Hawley as well. Levi Christensen tagged with the offensive foul. I remember likening that to Carl Anthony Towns' signature offensive boogaboo. So he would always get called for the hooking foul. And now layup is good for Hunter. A little bit of contact on it as well, but no call. 44-26 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Avery Smith swings over to the right side to Aiden Sanchez. Sanchez trying to shift the defense. Instead drops it in the right corner to Roberts, who ends up throwing it away. Levi Christensen was the intended recipient, and they're getting out and running in transition, but missed the layup. Connor Ernst with the board. Cooper Roberts drops it in the right corner to Levi Christensen. Christensen to Avery Smith, who swings it over to Aiden Sanchez, who drills the triple. Aiden Sanchez's second triple of the ball game. 15-point game. And now Park Rapids answers with a 3 of their own. 47-29 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Avery Smith with the ball on the left wing, feeds it to Levi Christensen, who drops it down to Cooper Roberts, who ends up getting fouled. Good job getting his man up in the air with the shot fake. 18-point ball game on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. 13:55 left to go. Roberts' first free throw is up and off the back iron. Cowboys down by 18, trailed by 22 at the halftime, or at the halftime break. 47-29, once again, your score on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard as Cooper Roberts is able to knock down the second. 47-30 ball game. Park Rapids. Get it to Strasburg. Strasburg trying to drive on Smith. Smith forces him to kick it back out. Little dribble drop off. Kicked out to the right wing to Lopez. Lopez kicks out to the left wing to Hurt. Hurt ended up going into a congested area and traveled. So Breckenridge helping out. Swinging over with, or stepping over with the help side D to help out. And solid defense. 13:35 left to go. Connor Ernst will bring it up. It's it to Cooper Roberts on the right wing. Roberts driving baseline. Gets his man to jump once again. Loves that pump fake, and he lays it in for 2. Cooper Roberts having a busy second half here. He's got the lead to 15. 47-32 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Breckenridge coming out with another gear this second half, as Hunter is going to get called for the offensive foul. 15-point ball game. Aiden Sanchez checking back in for Logan Church. So Aiden Sanchez, Avery Smith, Connor Ernst, Levi Christensen, and Cooper Roberts on the floor. Avery Smith over to Aiden Sanchez. Feeds into the high post to Levi Christensen, who's going to look to go to work. Christensen goes that hop step and lays it in. Some beautiful spin on that. 47-34 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. And Strasburg with the tough drive inside, blocked and rebounded by Aiden Sanchez. Sanchez feeds it up to Christensen on the right side of the floor. Christensen, dribble kick. Avery Smith swings it to Connor Ernst, over to Aiden Sanchez, who goes inside to Levi Christensen, who goes to the spin to the right, and then Cooper Roberts is able to rebound it and draw the foul. 47-34 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Cowboys looking solid here. Ernst gets it into Avery Smith. Smith swings it to Ernst. Ernst drives baseline. Tries to drop it off to Levi Christensen. Christensen lays in for two more. They're just camping out down low, and all of a sudden we got an 11-point ball game. Avery Smith hunkering down on Strasburg. Hurt now has it on the left wing. Lopez has it at the top of the key. Aiden Sanchez doing a good job of being pesky, and Lopez is able to swing it over to the right side. Officer looking for a screen. My apologies, that's Strasburg again. And Avery Smith takes the charge. And you can hear the energy from the Breckenridge bench. He is hyped. And you see Ryan Carroll being a senior leader on this squad, telling everyone we got to settle down. And that is the fourth foul on Hunter. So that could prove costly. 11-point ball game. With 11:46 left to play on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Avery Smith over to Connor Ernst now. Aiden Sanchez, few feet behind the three-point line. In the center of the court. Trying to direct some traffic. Tells Avery Smith to come up. They go down to Levi Christensen. And him and Cooper Roberts have been dynamite this half, and this time they are not able to finish. Carroll out and running. Has it stripped from behind from Connor Ernst. Connor Ernst feeds it up to Cooper Roberts. Roberts, 1-on-3, but he loves it. He's going to that spin move, and we love it too. Single digits. Timeout. This timeout brought to you by Highcamp Construction. Cowboys have cut it to single digits. You are listening to Breckenridge Basketball on B92.7 FM and watching on YouTube at KBMW News Live, part of the I3G Sports Network.
Getting you back to what you love. We are Optimum Rehab. For over a decade, Dr. Tony Egeman has provided physical therapy services for the people of Wahpeton, Breckenridge, and surrounding communities. We're a small practice that sees our patients as individuals. Through hands-on techniques, our patients have their treatment plans tailored to their exact needs. Sprains, sore muscles, back pain, achy joints, rehab following surgery, you name it. Optimum Rehab is your answer. When you need exceptional physical therapy, you need Optimum Rehab.
And welcome back after that Highcamp Construction timeout. We got a 9-point ball game. 11:14 left to play on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Cowboys trying to play the spoiler on senior night here at Park Rapids Area High School. Strasburg with Avery Smith guarding him. Aiden Sanchez trying to hunker down on the perimeter against Parker Larson. He's checked in for his first action of the second half, and Hurt drives inside, and we got body. Must have been in the circle. So Aiden Sanchez is going to get tagged with the foul. And in his third, I believe. So he was in the circle. And number 22, Hurt at the stripe, trying to stop the bleeding after a 9-0 Cowboy run. By the way, a bit of a struggle here offensively for them here in the second half, but Hurt 2-for-2 trip helps him out. Back to a double-digit lead, 49-38 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Cooper Roberts over to Aiden Sanchez. Sanchez to Avery Smith. Sanchez swings it and turned over. Thomas Lopez comes up with the steal. Avery Smith guarding Strasburg. Trying to force him left. And is going to get tagged with the reach. Foul's on Smith. Third foul on Avery Smith. 49-38 once again on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Cowboys showing some great life here out of the half, though. And this pass is tipped, and Connor Ernst comes up with another steal. Breckenridge turning defense to offense. Cooper Roberts kicks out to Avery Smith, who swings it to Aiden Sanchez, who pulls the trigger on a three. Off the mark, Levi Christensen able to haul it down, and it gets tied up for a jump ball. Panthers will get the possession. Christensen gets an offensive rebound in my book, though. As it is, they're going to call Christensen this time around. 5th team foul on the Cowboys. Park Rapids, by the way, is at 6 here in the second half. Checking in is Charlie Krejcha. Levi Christensen will get a short break, one can assume. Lopez with the ball. And, Hurt kind of got a grab there on the wrist a little bit there, and almost has it stripped free. Swung back over to the left wing. Hurt hands it off to Strasburg. We got an offensive foul. Avery Smith, the pesky defender down low. Forcing Carroll into the foul. By the way, Levi Christensen, his foul was his 4th. I might add. All of a sudden he went from 2 to 4. Must have missed one on the here in the second half. Aiden Sanchez crosses the timeline. Swings over to Avery Smith on the right wing. Back to Sanchez in the half-court circle. Charlie Krejcha swings it in the left corner to Ernst. Now swung around the perimeter to the right corner to Avery Smith. Smith kicks it out to Ernst, doing a good job trying to keep it alive. Charlie Krejcha is going to do the same, but it looks like it was not in time. As Cowboys turn it over, they are down by 11 after cutting the halftime lead in half. They trailed by 22 at the break. Larson looking to inbound it. And Aiden Sanchez is able to get a hand on it. My apologies, the camera wasn't able to pick it up. Sometimes we're a little too close to the action and we get the best seat in the house. Avery Smith will be guarding Lopez. And Connor Ernst will force the turnover this time. He tips it to Aiden Sanchez, and then Cooper Roberts is fouled right after. And into the 1-and-1. Cooper Roberts, so far 3 for 8 at the stripe so far. Trying to help his squad out. One and one for Roberts, who knocks down the first. It's as confident as we've seen him on a free throw, judging by the eye test at least. Could cut this lead back to single digits. And 1 for 2 trip, but Aiden Sanchez with the rebound. Sanchez skips it over to Charlie Krejcha. Don't want to leave him open on the left side. Off the mark, though. Connor Ernst with the rebound. Cowboys with a nice pair of back-to-back offensive rebounds on this possession. And then tipped out of bounds. Off of the Panthers. 49-39 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Connor Ernst with the ball. Ernst dribbles over to the left side of the floor, swings over to Avery Smith on the right side. Cowboys working left on your dial while Panthers going right on the dial. And Avery Smith, a little slow to get up after getting hurt on this one. Looks like he's all right, though. But as tough a kid as you'll find on this squad. Third foul on Hurt and the 9th team foul. So the next one is the double bonus, while the Cowboys only have 5 team fouls. What has been a night and day second half. Night and day pair of halves. 1-and-1 free throw for Avery Smith. Off the back iron, rebounded by Aiden Sanchez, laid it for 2. 8-point game. 49-41. Halfway through the second half. We still got 9 minutes left to go on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Charlie Crayjaw guarding Strasburg on the perimeter. Strasburg drives inside, and we are going to get a foul on the floor. Charlie Crayjaw picks up the foul. Still one more foul until the 1-and-1. So they did have a foul to give. I know that wasn't the idea, but Hurt looking to inbound from under the bucket. Gets it into Strasburg in the right corner. Strasburg drives inside, and Avery Smith is there to pick up the foul. It looked like he timed it perfectly and was going to be able to strip that loose, but we got a foul on the floor, and that is his 4th. And Levi Christensen, who also has 4 fouls, will be checking in. Foul is on the floor, so 1-and-1. $49-41 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. All 5 starters on the floor for the Cowboys once again. Strasburg's free throw is off the mark, rebounded by Cooper Roberts. Roberts going to go right at the defense, dribble kick. Sanchez gets it to Levi Christensen. The beautiful dive by Roberts, and he lays it in for 2. And just like that, this lead has been cut to half a dozen. 49-43 with 8:38 left to go on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. You're listening to Cowboy Basketball on B92.7 FM.
You want what you want. At Quality Toyota, we totally understand that we aren't going to talk you into a car you don't want. Instead, we're here to help you find the car, the color, the options, and the style that you do want. All with a simple, easy, and stress-free approach, because the price listed online or in every windshield is the only price. That way, we can concentrate on getting you the right car. Quality Toyota, West Lincoln Avenue in Fergus Falls. QualityToyota.net. Let's go places.
Welcome back after that high camp construction timeout. We got a 49-43 ball game. Hopefully a bunch of people didn't dip out at halftime when the Cowboys were down 39-17 going to the locker room. And checking in for his first action of the game, we got Joey Lopez going in for Levi Christensen, who's playing with 4 fouls. Aiden Sanchez will be guarding in the full court. Strasburg directing traffic. Dribbles over to the left side of the floor. Aiden Sanchez once again guarding. Drops it off to Carroll. Carroll lays it in for 2. 51-43 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Swung over to Aiden Sanchez in the left corner. He attacks inside, kicks out to Charlie Crayjaw. He's going to let it rip for 3. Off the mark, rebounded by Cooper Roberts. Roberts draws about 4 defenders, kicks it out to Ernst. Connor Ernst gets over to Joey Lopez. Lopez swings it over to the left corner. Aiden Sanchez decides not to drive. Goes inside to Cooper Roberts, and we got an offensive foul. Been a lot of offensive fouls this second half, so players got to keep that in the back of their minds. Good day to try to sell a charge. 7:52 left to go on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Joey Lopez guarding in the full court. They're saying force Strasburg left, and Strasburg might have got away with a smidge of a push-off there. And Carroll goes to Hurt on the back cut, and 1! Hurt lays it in for 2. He's having a strong second half here. He's matched his point total from the first half already. He's got 14. Foul is on Crayjaw. 53-43 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Four straight points from Park Rapids to get it back to double digits and make it 5 straight. Hurt completes the traditional 3-point play. Joey Lopez running the point. Once again, just checked in for his first action about a minute ago. Lopez has it on the right side of the floor. The lefty swings it over to Connor Ernst on the left side of the floor. Back over to Lopez. Lopez skip past Aiden Sanchez in the left corner. Sanchez looking for an open teammate. Swings it to Ernst. Ernst who swings it to Lopez. Lopez ends up throwing it away. Was looking for Cooper Roberts. And Park Rapids is not able to convert the layup in transition. Cooper Roberts comes open with the rebound. Roberts ends up throwing it off of a Park Rapids player just to keep the possession, as we have Avery Smith checking in the ball game along with Charlie Craychaw. So 2 Cowboys playing with 4 fouls. Joey Lopez and Connor Ernst check out of the ball game. Aiden Sanchez will inbound under the bucket. Goes right into Levi Christensen. Christensen trying to get his man to jump up, but instead he's just going to go up through the contact for 2. Gets it back to single digits, 54-45 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Aiden Sanchez playing some great defense all the way up the floor and is able to almost strip it loose, and it's out of bounds off of Park Rapids. Look at the hustle from the sophomore. Even though I have to do kind of a double take of the roster every time I realize he's a sophomore, because he definitely plays like a seasoned junior. Aiden Sanchez crosses the timeline. Over to the right side of the floor. Gets a ball screen from Cooper Roberts. Sanchez to Avery Smith on the left side. Back to Sanchez. Sanchez dribbles over to the right side of the floor. Gets it to Smith. Avery Smith. Back over to Aiden Sanchez. Pair of defenders come out. Levi Christensen's going to attack. And out of bounds off of Christensen's leg. 54-45 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Both teams have 9 team fouls. Someone's about to land in the double bonus. Cowboys sticking with their full court press. Crayjaw and Sanchez will be applying the pressure. Strasburg bringing it up. Strasburg trying to shake the defense. Drives inside for the layup, off the mark. Rebounded by Christensen. Cowboys have improved incredibly on the glass in the second half. Cooper Roberts kicks it out to an open Aiden Sanchez. So we thought he was open. Got his shot blocked out of bounds. Right into the arms of one of the Breckenridge Cowgirls players. Sanchez inbounds it to Connor Ernst. All 5 starters on the floor once again for the Cowboys. Aiden Sanchez has the ball on the right side of the floor. Swung over to Connor Ernst. Back to Sanchez. Sanchez directing traffic. They're leaving Ernst over on the left side. They're trying to get it to Roberts in the high post. He gets it. Back out to Sanchez. Thought about the 3 and said he's going to drive. Drop off. Beautiful drop off to Levi Christensen. Christensen lays it in for 2 more. 7-point game. He's got 18 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. 54-47, 5:36 left to go. Park Rapids with Lopez going to that reverse layup and lays it in. 56-47 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Aiden Sanchez goes down low to Levi Christensen, who tries dropping it to Cooper Roberts, but turned over, threw it into a congested area. Hurt now has it on the left side. Hurt out to Strasburg. Strasburg with an open lane to the hoop. Misses the reverse layup and laid in by Hunter on the putback. Back up to 11. Every time the Cowboys get it within 6 or 7, it seems like Park Rapids comes back with back-to-back buckets. Speaking of coming back with a bucket, here's Levi Christensen. 58-49 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Avery Smith back into the game. Will be coming back into the game. He's playing with 4 fouls, as is Levi Christensen, who almost got one there, but Connor Ernst comes up with the rebound. 9-point game, 58-49 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. And stolen away by the Panthers. Ill-advised pass by the Cowboys. And Strasburg kicks it out to the perimeter. Lopez, great shot guarding, swings it over to the left side to Hurt. Hurt over to Hunter, back to Hurt. Swings it to Strasburg. Strasburg gets it to Hunter. Hunter to Lopez. Lopez near the top of the key, swings over to Strasburg on the left wing. Ernst guarding. Drops it into the post and laid in for 2 is Carroll with the bully ball move. He's got 19, 60-49 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Aiden Sanchez skips it over to Connor Ernst on the right side of the floor. Over to Charlie Craychaw. Craychaw to the high post area. Diving down low is Levi Christensen, who lays it in for 2 after getting a pair of defenders up in the air. Levi Christensen with 22 15 of them coming in the second half. And now we got a foul call. Looks like it's on the floor, but 2 free throws coming regardless. Aiden Sanchez with the body foul, and I believe that is his 4th. Coming with 3.5 minutes left in the ball game. Both teams will be in the double bonus shortly. If Park Rapids is going to foul again, as Strasburg misses the front end of the double bonus. Strasburg still has yet to score here in the second half. He's going to say that's right on cue, Mr. Announcer. Going through the free throw routine and knocks this one down. 61-51 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Timeout taken by head coach Jeb Sanford for Park Rapids. Got a 61-51 ball game. Once again, you are listening to Breckenridge Basketball on B92.7 FM and watching on YouTube at KBMW News Live. Part of the I3G Sports Network. This timeout brought to you by High Camp Construction.
How much do you really know about insurance? You have to have it, and your family should be covered at all times in case of an accident. What coverage is the best for you? That's where independent insurance agents Tyler Kent and Brad Rivard at Red River Agency Incorporated of Breckenridge can help. They provide all your insurance needs for home, auto, farm, life, commercial, MPCI, and crop hail. It's that easy. Give Tyler Kent or Brad Rivard a call at 643-1623. Red River Agency Incorporated, always by your side. No matter what time of year, a farmer's relationship with Red River Grain never changes. Red River Grain works shoulder to shoulder with area farmers, providing grain and agronomy services to help maximize your farm's potential. Red River Grain has been serving farmers for years with competitive prices and high-quality service. Speak to Brad, Carson, or Tammy for all of your grain and agronomy needs. Red River Grain, East Breckenridge, 643-3738. That's 643-3738, or you can find them online at redrivergrain.com.
B92.7 is KBMW Breckenridge Wapaton.
All the hits from 2KM today.
And welcome back after that High Camp Construction timeout. We got 3.5 minutes left. Cowboys trail 61-51 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Aiden Sanchez bringing the ball up for the Cowboys. Gets a ball screen from Levi Christensen. See if he's going to be looking to get downhill. Instead, he goes to Charlie Craychaw. Swung around the horn to Sanchez, who goes back to Craychaw. Drives inside for the floater. Off the mark and rebounded and laid in by Roberts. Now my angle kind of got cut off there, so that was an oop for all I know. 61-53 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard as Hunter tries to answer with a layup. Off the mark. Sanchez with the board. 61-53 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Craychaw lets it rip from the left corner. Off the mark. Rebounded by Cooper Roberts and jump ball. Breckenridge hangs on to the possession. I got Roberts for 7 boards this half. 61-53 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. (61-53) once again. Cooper Roberts with the ball. Has 3 defenders around him. He's gonna pivot around the world and then kick it out to Avery Smith. Swung around to the left corner to Aiden Sanchez, who misses the 3. Hurt with the long rebound. Didn't even think that got the rim. And just like that, Sanchez is going to pick up foul number 5. So they're going to lose Sanchez with 2:38 left to go. He'll end the night with 10 points and 6 rebounds. Breckenridge's coaching staff is looking for a push-off. 61-53 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard as Hurt misses the first free throw. Hurt currently sitting on 15 points. And 0 for 2 trip. Cowboys down by 8. Cooper Roberts with the ball. He knows that time is of the essence. Gets it to Levi Christensen, who drives into the interior of the defense and lays it in for 2 more. Kid is having a red-hot second half. He's up to 24 points. Strasburg. His squad's up 61-55 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Carroll tries getting into Hunter. Hunter Gets it out to Hurt, who swings it to Strasburg on the left wing. Strasburg now with Connor Ernst guarding. They were looking for Hunter inside, but instead they go to Hurt on the right side. And Hurt with the drive inside, off the mark, rebounded by Avery Smith. Smith gets it over to Cooper Roberts. Roberts, $1:49 left to go. His squad's down by 6. Connor Ernst has it, swings it to the left corner to Charlie Craychaw. Off the mark, Levi Christensen with the rebound. Christensen looking to go to work down low, goes to that spin move, and he lays it in for 2 more. Levi Christensen cuts the lead to 4. Breckenridge down 61-57. They've scored the last 4. You are listening to Cowboy Basketball on B92.7 FM and watching on YouTube at KBMW News Live. We'll stay here for the timeout, though. This timeout is brought to you by Highcam Construction, but what a second half from the Cowboys. They have just been on a mission here. After trailing by 22 at the half, they now have it down to 4. This is as close as they've gotten it down. And it's a bulk of guys doing the heavy lifting here, but we got 13 points from Cooper Roberts this half. 19 points this half from Levi Christensen. Carrying on that tradition of the Christensen brothers for sure. We've seen his brothers have some halves like that, but just a fantastic showing. And Cooper Roberts, also got to give him some credit for just living on the glass. They're just beating them up inside, because I got him for 9 rebounds on the night, 7 of them coming here in the second half. And then Levi Christensen, he also has come to life on the glass. 4 of his 5 coming here in the second half. Once again, that timeout was brought to you by Highcam Construction. Logan Church into the ball game. Little offense-defense substitution here. Likely see Crayjaw back in when it flips over to offense. Breckenridge's got to play solid. Both teams will be in the double bonus if Park Christian is to foul. Avery Smith applying the pressure to Hurt, and they're going to call a foul on Levi Christensen, just being a little too gung-ho on that end. That's going to be a tough loss for the Cowboys. Christensen's night ends with 26 points and 5 boards. $61-57. Once again, the score on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Cooper Roberts, Logan Church, Connor Ernst, Avery Smith, and Charlie Crayjaw on the floor for the Cowboys. First free throw is up from Carroll, and off the mark. Ryan Carroll sitting on 19 points here. Only his first trip to the stripe tonight. Looking to make it a 1-for-2 trip with 1:26 left to go, and the second one is good. And we had a substitution the last second with Cowboys down by 5. 62-57 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Connor Ernst will bring the ball up for the Cowboys. Ernst swings it to Caleb Albertson. Now Charlie Craychaw has it. Craychaw in the high post to Cooper Roberts. Nice kick out to Ernst, but his shot is blocked. Once again into the Breckenridge Cowgirl players. Caleb Albertson will inbound it on the sideline. His squad trailing 62-57. 1:13 left to go on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Caleb Albertson with the ball. Swings it to Charlie Craychaw on the right slot. Skip pass to Connor Ernst on the left wing. Ernst swings it to Caleb Albertson. Cowboys got to get busy. They trail by 5. And that pass is sailed out of bounds. Cooper Roberts ended up whipping that one into the stands. 58.9 seconds left to go. 5-point game once again. Avery Smith trying to cause some further fits for the Park Rapids squad. Strasburg was looking to shake him and stolen away by Roberts. Cooper Roberts out and running. Roberts, little hezzy move, and then goes up strong for 2 more. Cooper Roberts cuts the lead to 3. 35 seconds left to go, and there's a foul. And they're going to call it on Avery Smith, and I believe that's his 5th foul as well, with 34 seconds left to play. Caleb Albertson will check into the ball game. So we got 3 Cowboys fouled out. Levi Christensen, Aiden Sanchez, and now Avery Smith. So an already shorthanded squad further shorthanded now. And everything's going to kind of fall on Cooper Roberts' shoulders because with the exception of Roberts, they got 3 points out there. As the first free throw is good from Strasburg. They got 3 players who have not gotten the scoring column, and then Connor Ernst has 3 points. 2 for 2 trip. We got a 5-point game. Got to run it through Cooper. Connor Ernst gets it to Logan Church. Swings it to Ernst. Ernst back to Logan Church. Got to get that sense of urgency once again, and Logan Church ends up throwing it away. 64-59 with 20 seconds remaining on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Cowboys have had this lead cut down to as few as 3. As Joey Lopez checks into the ball game for Caleb Albertson. Lopez guarding Strasburg in the full court. Charlie Craychaw comes with the trap. And Lopez did a good job almost tying that one up, but he's going to pick up a foul instead. And what is going to be an uphill battle for this squad now, 64-59 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Five-point game once again. Strasburg looking to put this one away at the stripe. He's nailed his last 3 at the line. Now 4 in a row. 6-point ball game. Strasburg's next free throw is up and rattles in once again. Pending a miracle, that'll likely do it. Connor Ernst swings it to Charlie Craychaw. Craychaw gets a ball screen. He lets it rip from the left corner. Another Manette. So Charlie Craychaw gets into the scoring column and cuts the lead to 4, but might be a little too late. 7.6 seconds left to go. Cowboys take a timeout. This timeout break is brought to you by Highcamp Construction. We'll take a very quick break with them. You are listening to Cowboy Basketball on B92.7 FM and watching on YouTube at KBMW News Live, part of the i3G Sports Network.
Save big this month with Smith Motors in Wapaton. $30 in rebates on the purchase of 3 AC Delco wiper blades. $20 in rebates on the purchase and installation of select AC Delco Gold batteries. And $15 in rebates on the purchase and installation of 1 AC Delco cabin air filter and 1 engine air filter. Gear up for winter with these exclusive offers. Small town friendly, big town deals. Smith Motors, your certified Chevy and GMC dealership in Wapaton. Online at smithmotors.com.
And welcome back. We got 7.6 seconds left to play as we wrap up this Highcamp Construction timeout. Cowboys trail by 4. We're down 7, but Charlie Craychaw was able to hit a 3. And at one point had this lead down to 3. So Cowboys with a heck of a second half. They're trailing by 22 at halftime. We'll see what they can do with these last 7.5 seconds. Lopez will be inbounding. And Joey Lopez coming out right away to foul. Strasburg heading back to the line, and that's exactly the guy they want there. Nailed 6 in a row at the stripe. Going to try to make it 8. With 6.7 seconds left to play. Strasburg goes through the routine. First free throw is up and good. Caleb Albertson in the ball game for Joey Lopez. And Strasburg's next free throw is off the mark. Rebounded and fed up the court. Cooper Roberts is going to have to launch a contested 3 and leaves it short, and that will do it. 67-62 is your final. Cowboys outscored their foes 50-23 to end this ball game, but, or my apologies, that can't be right. That might be, actually. 67-62, once again, your final. Cowboys trailed by, oh, no, that doesn't add up. My apologies, but 67-62. Got my teams mixed up here. Apologies, folks. So Cowboys outscored their foes 45 to 28. So my apologies for the miscalculation there, but 67-62 your final, obviously the only score that matters. We'll take a very quick break, come back with your post-game show brought to you by Miller Realty. You've been listening to Breckenridge Basketball on B92.7 FM and watching on YouTube at KBMW News Live, part of the I3G Sports Network.
Ever notice how every other ad seems to be an insurance company promising to save you money?
What is with these insurance companies?
Hi, this is Matt.
And this is Amanda.
And we're your local State Farm agents.
We're here to debunk all the insurance junk.
What do you really need to know?
What is a fair and competitive price?
Let us make sure you are getting the best bang for your insurance dollar.
And find out why State Farm has been around for over 100 years and remains number one today.
You know, there's a lot of talk about assisted living facilities in the area, but at Twin Town Villa in Breckenridge, the story really is different. Let me tell you about it. The story at Twin Town Villa is caring eyes looking after the people you love. It's a collection of ears listening to what their residents need. It's the gentle, compassionate action that takes care of those needs. It's real connection that assures you that your family members are never alone. That's just part of the story. Take a tour and see for yourself. Twin Town Villa in Breckenridge.
And welcome back to the Miller Realty postgame show on B92.7 FM. A tight loss for the Cowboys, but they trailed by 22 at the half. So, obviously we don't look for moral victories around here, but I'll still say a heck of a second half from the Cowboys. And time for your State Farm Stat Report, brought to you by the local State Farm agents, Matt and Amanda Frederick. 67-62 the final once again. Park Rapids coming out on top. They only had 5 guys in the scoring column. Breckenridge only had 6 guys in the scoring column, so only 1 total point coming from the 2 teams' benches combined. Let's run through the scoring for you. We'll start off with Park Rapids. They were led by Ryan Carroll, who was a forced down low with 20 points. He was followed by 15 points from Carter Hurt. And then we got 13 from Landon Strasburg, 11 from number 5, Parker Hunter, and who spent a bulk of the second half in foul trouble, actually, on the bench. So a heck of an effort from him. And then Thomas Lopez with 8 points, 6 of them in the first half. And obviously a Breckenridge kind of was ruling the second half, obviously, as they definitely struggled in the first half and turnovers and getting bullied inside, and came out with some resolve in the second half and outscored their foes by 17 in the second half. But that was just a little too late. At one point, cut it down to 3, but that was as close as they would get it in the closing minutes. And 67-62 the final once again. Scoring for Breckenridge, Levi Christensen with a monster second half. 19 of his 26 points coming in the second half, and was just a forced down low all game until he fouled out. Had 5 rebounds as well. Cooper Roberts just shy of a double-double. He had 19 points, 9 rebounds. 10 points from Aiden Sanchez before he fouled out of the game as well. And then we got 3 apiece from Charlie Craychaw and Connor Ernst, who each knocked down a triple here in the second half. And Avery Smith had 1 point, the lone bench point of the half, or the lone bench point in the ball game for either team. So once again, these starting 5s were kind of just duking it out all night, and it was definitely fun to see. And it was really great to see Breckenridge's resolve in the second half. Just a completely different team from what we saw in the first half, and would have been nice to get 2 halves of that, but you know what? You got to take what you can get. That was a fun second half. We'll just leave it at that. But we'll take a quick break here on the Miller Realty Post Game Show, and then pick out your play of the game, brought to you by Red River Agency, as well as your player of the game, brought to you by Essentia Health. You are listening to the Miller Realty Post Game Show on B92.7 FM and watching on YouTube at KBMW News Live, part of the I3G Sports Network.
Breckenridge Schools, Breckenridge pride, inspiring to excel.
My name is Christy Baumhart. I am proud to be a part of the school district with dedicated staff, including administration, teachers, paraprofessionals, cooks, and custodians who are kind, caring, compassionate, and committed to the students in our district. They support, respect, and help one another succeed. One thing I am really excited about is the technology available to our students as it enhances their learning experience in the classroom. Not only as an employee, but also as a parent, I know the benefits of having both my children in the Breckenridge School District. Breckenridge Pride. We inspire to excel.
Breckenridge Schools, Breckenridge pride, inspiring to excel.
And welcome to the Miller Realty postgame show on B92.7 FM and live streaming on YouTube at KBMW News Live. Thank you all so much for bearing with us as we worked out those technical issues. I know the broadcast probably didn't look as crisp as it usually does, but you know what? We'll take what we can get. The internet demand apparently was pretty wicked on our end. So time for our play of the game, brought to you by Red River Agency, your hometown agents in Breckenridge. And we got a lot to choose from, but I'm gonna go with that sequence that led to Breckenridge cutting the lead down to 3. And boy, I wish you guys were all here for it. I know it's great that we can get you guys covered with the broadcast at home, but it was a really fun feeling in the gym when Breckenridge was able to cut that down to 3 in the closing minutes, and just a heck of a rally by the Cowboys. And I could also go with the 9-0 run to start off the second half as well, when they came out and showed that life and that they were not here to just get bullied and sent home with a lopsided loss. Showed some really good fight here in the second half. So you could either go with either the way that they put that nice run together to get within 3, or the 9-0 run to kind of come out and punch the Panthers in the mouth to start off the second half. But obviously it ended up not being enough. But that's just how it works out sometimes. Red River Agency play of the game. I'm gonna go with that sequence to cut it down to 3. I think it was Levi Christensen who actually got the bucket to cut into it, and Levi Christensen would definitely be a good pick for player of the game as well, by the way. Play of the game, once again, brought to you by Red River Agency. On to our player of the game, brought to you by Essentia Health, here with you. And you know what? I'm going to have to go with co-players of the game this time around. I think I went with Levi the last broadcast I did. So both of them go for career highs. I believe Levi set his career high while Cooper tied his career high. Still looking for that first 20-piece. But you know what? He had his fantastic second half, and he was also doing it on the glass too. And I thought both of them were just really feeding off each other. The way that they were yo-yoing off each other every time one would get it and the other one would crash, and they just had such good chemistry on those drop-offs. So I just thought they were both very deserving of player of the game. So I'm going to have to go with both of them. Brought to you once again by Essentia Health, here with you. So, credit to both of them, and credit to all the Cowboys who were able to come out and show some fight here in the second half and cut into this one. Obviously, wasn't enough by the end of it, but still some good stuff from the Cowboys going forward. Once again, these players of the game is brought to you by Essentia Health, here with you. And also, we're going to have to, just touch on the Cowgirls game once again in case you guys missed that. Breckenridge will split this doubleheader as the Breckenridge Cowgirls picked up a 75-54 victory over Park Rapids to open up this doubleheader. And, the Cowgirls definitely showed a lot of good things too. And they, like the Cowboys, came out with a really strong second half, or started the second half, but obviously they ended up getting a different result. So Breckenridge will end up splitting this doubleheader once again. Thank you all so much for joining us, and if you're listening to this on your way home, drive safe, everybody, and make sure to catch all of our other broadcasts we got coming up. I know tomorrow I'm going to be broadcasting for the District 1 tournament, actually. They're going to have me out in Valley City broadcasting for all the local games, so if you are a fan of, Hankinson, Richland, Wyoming, Lidgerwood, Tri-State, we'll be on the call for those. Make sure to tune in for that, and it'll be we won't be video streaming it. We will just have it on the airwaves on AM 1450 KBMW, so feel free to make sure to tune in and see how those area teams do, and then we'll get you back to your Twin Town teams as well as the week progresses, or as the season progresses. Thank you all so much for tuning in. This has been the Miller Realty postgame show on B92.7 FM, and Cowboys and Cowgirls split the doubleheader here at Park Rapids Area High School. You've been listening to Breckenridge Basketball on B92.7 FM and watching on YouTube at KBMW News Live, part of the I3G Sports Network.
Tonight's Breckenridge basketball game was brought to you by Breckenridge Public Schools, Carlson Family Insurance, CHI St. Francis, Essentia Health, Farmers Union Oil of Southern Valley, High Camp Construction, Miller Realty, Minn Kota Ag Products, North Dakota State College of Science, Optimum Rehab, Otter Tail Power Company, Quality Toyota, Red River Agency, Red River Grain, Smith Motors, State Farm agents Matt and Amanda Frederick, and Twin Town Villa. Be sure to go to KBMWnews.com for a complete updated list of future broadcasts and video streams. And make sure to catch the Giants Sports Show every Saturday at 9 a.m. Thanks for listening.